Hello, everybody. Welcome officially here to the Simple Liable Studios. Since it's straight up television, I'm just keeping it short, sweet, and simple. But welcome to the final stop that has been the escapades of WrestleMania week and weekend as we've reached the ultimate night, the most unpredictable night of the year. This is Monday Night Raw, the Raw After Mania. And I hope everyone's doing well. Of course, I am the Simple Man, the Simple Brand, the voice of SS for Grateful for all things special wrestling. Damn it. My name is Noah Foster. And with me tonight, none other than Jeff Muther F'N Meacham. We're going to figure a better person to do this with. So thank you all so much for tuning in. We're live or on demand. Please like, subscribe, comment, and tell a friend. And you want to dictate the conversation, super chat, simple as that. As we are just a little bit under 12 minutes away. If you're going to Netflix, you might find it on your feed. You might not yet. But again, you can follow us, be a Netflix subscriber today. And I hope that you all enjoy the watch along with us. We know we're going to see our OTC acknowledge him, the new World Heavyweight Champion. Roman Reigns will be in the building as he's been called out by the ruler, Femi, and said, come get me. I'm going to come here tomorrow and I'm going to discuss what's next. For the first time ever in main roster history, not since NXT UK 2019, Finn Balor takes on his star pupil, Judgment Day, formerly known as Jordan Devlin, JD McDonough in one-on-one action. Not the Demon Finn, regular Finn. It's teacher versus student for the first time ever. We also, of course, I just said, Femi, we will see him after defeating Brock Lesnar in less than 5 minutes. And the Beast seemingly retiring. And also on tap tonight, we will also see and hear from the brand new WWE Women's World Heavyweight Champion, Liv Morgan, where I'm sure trouble is sure to be proven. But until then, of course, we got a few minutes. We're just going to go ahead and preview our thoughts into tonight's show and these segments and also bring you into the discussion. So without further ado, Jeff, how are you? How you feel about the Raw After Mania based on so far what we know is ahead on the itinerary?
Well, I will say for everybody that celebrates this week like I do, Merry Day After Christmas. That's what it feels like for us. For those of you that partake on this day in particular, welcome to Monday.
Oh, crap, that's right.
It's 420, and they're still in Las Vegas, so there is that.
No.
Oh, yes. And funny enough, I'll be in Vegas this weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so there you go.
All right, then.
Last minute trip ski. But I will finally get my sister her bottles of Bella wine. So it's relieved as hell. I'm not gonna lie.
That's enough to
my friend's office since New Year's.
Well, I mean, hey, it still lasts. So I mean, it works.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This kind of wine will last. We're good. We might partake on the way home, and not in the car because that's open container and that's illegal always.
Fair enough.
For legal purposes, that was a joke. Anyway.
I'm glad you said it.
That was the whole conversation during the Juggalo show. Every analyst comment from Ryan was for legal purposes. That was a joke.
Fair enough.
Like I said, if he's not WrestleFish, he should be Ryan out of pocket because that was the entire commentary from the weekend. But I had so much fun. I enjoyed the commentary. I enjoyed WrestleMania. I've enjoyed going back and watching the shows now that I've had sleep to process me away from the in the moment of it. And yes, they didn't feel like WrestleMania for the most part, but they were still fun shows and things happened. So, and yes, I want both of those people on Raw tonight, but I also want to make sure Sol Ruca gets the totality of her war with Zarya completed tomorrow and a last woman standing, as it should be with those two.
Yeah.
And we're only not calling NXT because I promised Noah he could sleep tomorrow. So
thank you.
No. I think all of us in that group chat, all of us on this team could just benefit from, if not a full day, then a solid 8, of sleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the plan for Tuesday, because my Tuesday and tomorrow to work, I'm coming home and I'm dropping dead GTS as I have 7 minutes and 15 seconds on my countdown feed to the Raw After Mania. And also, of course, to your point, we know that NXT Revenge, will Revenge be carried out? Will Zarya still be in Saruka's shadow, or will So snatch her again and make sure that she stays out of her life, it seems? Again, Zarya says, I decide when this ends. And of course, all you go to the page, he lost on his chance to win the NXT Championship against Tony D. So it does seem like an appropriate swan song, much like Jessie Jane, who lost her chance in the NXT Women's Championship against Lola Vice, Walter's Mamacita. So I can definitely see, as we saw before, some NXT surprises showing up on Monday Night Raw and giving some tone for the future, much like last year. Roxanne, Julia, and Steve they all at the same time, same match, same disqualification throw-in segment, literally came in and basically 2 out of 3 basically have taken over the last year. Again, Julia, I'm hoping for so much more for the former World Star Champion. That's a whole different conversation. Yeah. But yeah, I always look forward to the Raw After Mania because of the idea of the unpredictability, where a business is so obvious to guess or foretell. So we will definitely see what happens here soon enough. And Christopher Leclerc, I guess he must be Jackie Redmond or Kathy Kelly. I will take it on the air until I hear from Michael Cole or see it on my feed. As I just checked WWE.com, and I didn't see nothing about that. What I did see is we will acknowledge our tribal chief, Roman Reigns, the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, after being CM Punk in a classic where the reality has once again been restored as Roman Reigns is back on top. We have JD McDonough. I don't know how he's even functioning after that ladder match, but nonetheless, taking on not Demon, but Finn Balor, who's recessed back to human form. First time ever one-on-one on the main roster. They have not faced charge since 2019, a battle of pupil versus teacher. What is next for the ruler Obafemi after conquering the beast, Brock Lesnar, and seemingly retiring him? We'll find out soon enough. As of course, he and Roman have both called each other out. If that happens in the same segment, all bets are freaking off. I'm just saying, Jeff.
I will say they did announce through socials that Rhea and Io will challenge, will face the Kabukis. So, here's my thing. Everything looked really copacetic between Rhea and Io. Easier for me to say.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not hungover. I'm just tired, y'all.
Same.
Well, we know for you. We know you're not hungover. If Noah's ever hungover on a stream, call the police because we got a real problem. Because it just didn't happen. You're not in reality in this case. So you need to either call the police or call 5150 because you've all gone crazy if you're seeing that.
That'll be the day. Continue.
Yeah. So they were way too friendly for my thought process if they're facing Asuka and Kairi tonight. Why do we need this tag match tonight? Except Io feeling like she's taken one too many bullets and is going to be given a reason to fire one back now. A little worried for the sanctity of the relationship between they call him Rio instead of Riho. Is that like a little
yeah RHIYO?
Yes, like God, like subtle as a sledgehammer. WWE, you're really good. I have a really bad feeling they're gonna turn Io and have her. I know I don't want it to be. I don't, but I have a feeling that Io is gonna be Rhea's maybe not immediate post WrestleMania program, but just saying.
Well, the way I see it is also this, because there's an internal struggle with Kairi Sane, who still wants to follow her senpai, but also wants to make sure she doesn't disobey Asuka. You want to talk about someone that's taking bullets? Kairi Sane is taking a bullet for Asuka, sometimes inadvertently. And I do think the Kabuki Wars, much as I'm talking about women's tag team wrestling here and the lack thereof, I think they're going to go their separate ways. With SmackDown now having to bring up brutality as their champion, this could be a really swan song for Monday Night Raw to help Io one last time, where she might have to be in this war alone. They will always be friends to go for each other, but I don't think there's any purpose to turn Io heel. I think this finally leads to what people were hoping to see at WrestleMania, based on the outcome of this tag match. Io versus Asuka, which has to be the end game of Kairi Sane being Asuka's whipping girl, which I really hope Kairi Sane grows a spine, spinning back fists, and goes on her own to set sail to better ties. That's what I think is going to happen. As we are 2 minutes and 7 seconds away from the Raw After Mania and the electrifying atmosphere that will take place live across the world on Netflix, local time here, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, there's no telling what else as far as a heel or face will show up. But as far as that goes, I think that's the agenda because I don't see Rio going their separate ways with ill will. The Kabuki Warriors, I'm just waiting for that implosion to happen.
I tend to believe in the negative fallout when it comes to professional wrestling, but I like yours a lot better, so we'll go with that.
I tend not to look at the negative unless it
no, I know you don't.
Yeah. Story or a shocking moment because at the end of the day, this is a celebration for champions, for new beginnings, and to see what's ahead for you and what backlash you might endure, what backlash you create. I mean, again, we got Liv Morgan. I'm just saying, you don't think this woman's going to cause no trouble? Who's the first person to confront this woman? I'm just saying.
I don't care. With that personality she's let come out of her own past after breaking away from the Riot Squad all those years ago, after being Miss Money in the Bank, who she's evolved into, she can do whatever the hell she wants.
Fair enough. I guess
I love it.
I mean, yeah, she earned the moment and she's living the moment. She finally got her WrestleMania moment. First chance at singles championship gold, and thanks to her friends and even sounding the post show, Stephanie was right. I could not do it alone, and I didn't. She accepts this. As you said, she owns who she is, she owns who she leads, and she owns what she wants. And now she once again is the face of Monday Night Raw. And this time her biggest threat can't bother her because she's heading to SmackDown because she's the SmackDown Women's Champion now.
Exactly. And I will say this. So you mentioned her comments on the post show. Did you watch the post show after the fact? Did you get to see it?
No.
Okay. So not only did she make that claim, but she also got somehow convinced Corey Graves to do the choreography for her entrance music twice. And what? you know somewhere Leah's sitting home with the kids going, all right.
So Corey Graves can twerk is what you're telling me.
No, Corey Graves can be on all fours twerking.
That's even scarier.
That's even worse. Yes.
You cannot pay me enough money to do that. Period.
Noah, not pay you to do it, but I encourage you to go watch. If you ever have a moment of wrestling's too serious, like, no, man, we're not taking that shit seriously. Go watch that for a couple minutes. You realize, yeah, it's not all serious.
Okay, fair enough. With that being said,
here we go.
Countdown's at 0. Let's go ahead and get ready to dive into the Raw After Mania. This is gonna be fun. And please, for the love of God, don't be like After Mania. Please, God.
Well, we are on Netflix. We are on television. You know, you've got your
bloody hell, you're right.
Ready, hopefully.
I think I mean, you know, it's the only Raw I cover every year. So fudge it. Let's do it.
That's fair.
Hey, Statboy. And again, shout out to Statboy Mike that was there on the call me for both nights, and our Canadian finance that was on the call Saturday, and to the 20,000 combined that watched our call across the weekend. Thank you all so much. As we get ready here for Monday Night Raw, still, of course, from fabulous Las Vegas. It's, of course, Jeff, we look back at the fallout that was WrestleMania weekend, the moments, the matches, the sequences, and, of course, the results. Because, like you said, it was definitely a weekend to remember once again.
Yes. While Mikey's aware in the chat room, I hope he's sitting down. Because I will say this once in front of everybody. If somebody wants to clip this, they are more than welcome. The first game of the series between the Anaheim Ducks and the Edmonton Oilers starts tonight at 7 o'clock local time here in California.
California.
Go, Ducks, go.
There you go.
I said it, and I mean it. Go, Ducks, go.
You stay committed to what you stand for, man. And that being said, Danhausen, little Danhausens with the crotch punch heard around the world to Mrs. Tiny Balls.
It's the mini Hausens.
The mini Hausens. That's right. That's what they are.
Well,
oh my gosh.
That should be their name if it isn't, by gosh. And man, shout out to John Cena for putting up with that segment and not falling down laughing.
Right?
John's a pro. I love John.
How do you freaking not break out in laughter? I'm just saying.
Oh no, how. I know how, because John Cena.
You know, that's fair enough. He's seen it all, right?
And my girls are tag champs.
I knew you were happy about that. Of course, Trick Willie got the trick shot and became the United States champion. Becky Lynch finally got Jessica Carr to work to her level, and she won back the WWE Women's Continental title. Braun Breaker, faster than the camera could keep up her drone, spearing Seth Rollins, SmackDown, and having back in the Gooper's clutches as the Architect was incapacitated.
Yeah.
Stephanie Valkyria, of course, sent into oblivion into her own inferno as Liv Morgan rose to the occasion. Now is the new Raw Women's World Heavyweight Champion. And of course, Mommy is back where she belongs, on top with a pretzel cover on Jade, clearing storms for a new way to the SmackDown Women's Division. Get ready, SmackDown. Mommy's coming home. And the last we talk about Saturday with that Johnny Bravo Timu player, the better.
Now, you know what though? Cody's still the champion. He is banged up today. God bless the man. And Pat cut the promo. Apparently WWE doesn't need to be saved after all. And he's gonna be a man of his word and go away, he says. So we'll see what happens.
Jeez, that punt kick nearly closed Cody's eye. And again, Jeff, what can we not say about Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar?
I can say I hope it's not a situation where we see Brock Lesnar out here in a salmon jacket tonight. I need this to be real. You know what I mean? But hey, they're playing the Oilers in the first round. I need the Oilers gone. Even if the Kings don't make it past the first round, I need Edmonton out of here. Anyway, I will say this, going back to Cody really quick. I really think the eye and the thing happened on the landing on the RKO. But if they sell it that it was the punt, that's the best way to get the 2009 Randy Orton punt back over.
I'm about to say, because we haven't seen that punt literally since then. And I haven't seen a WrestleMania main event of this caliber and storytelling and comparative pure nature, one-on-one without any interference or shenanigans outside the still ring steps, referee offering leniency since WrestleMania 26. And that was a freaking no-holds-barred match. What Punk and Roman demonstrated last night in trying to prove a truth versus bring forward back a reality was absolutely insane for that half-hour plus.
It really was. And, I pointed that when I was on the stream with Greg. It was not Roman Reigns that resorted to a blow to the groin. Punk did that.
So who really needed help?
After distracting the referee. And
exactly.
For all the and Roman showed Punk credit, respect as well. Okay, so they're showing that roller coaster. I have still yet to be on that coaster in Las Vegas at the New York. And not a big coaster guy for a long time because of all the concussion issues. But if the budget's there, I may do that this weekend. I may bring my little thing with me, and we'll see how Jeff does.
We'll see also what Liv Morgan stirs up now as she looks to bring trouble as the new WWE Women's World Heavyweight Champion alongside Dominic Mysterio. And there is Rio as Mommy. To your point, it is official. Rio will have one last tag team match to get on Raw, taking on the Kabuki Warriors.
I love it.
Of course, we'll also, saw the Beast brought Lesnar leave his boots and combat gloves in the ring. We'll look more into that tonight as the Beast brought Lesnar. We'll be further discussed tonight on Raw to go inside the building and kick fans off. As we're looking live at the Capacity Arena in a building you're very familiar with, Jeff, the T-Mobile Arena tonight for Raw After Mania.
Yep, the home of the Vegas Golden Knights, and I am a Kings person. I always will be, but that arena, that facility is awesome. And they won their first game of the Stanley Cup playoffs last night, defeating Utah 4-2. So that arena is riding high.
Well, let's see what we kick things off as we welcome you, everybody, into Monday Night Raw Live. Well,
we go from one victory march last night for the Vegas Golden Knights to another victory march.
As we kick things off here, bringing you into Monday Night Raw with the ruler, Oba Femi. How is this man feeling on cloud nine and not?
Right. It's funny, Noah. I don't know if they still do this every game, but at one point when the pregame rallies were going on outside of the T-Mobile Arena for the Vegas Golden Knights games, they would have what they call like a Thunder March, pretty much, like where they have like the like the drum line and the cheerleaders and everything, like do this big long march into the arena. The final segment of that musical piece was Goldberg's old music.
Well, maybe they should play up at Family's rumors because that is much more of a victory. And look at
I
this guy dressed to the nines.
I was going to say they could definitely overlay Oba's music as the final leg of that victory march for the Vegas Gold Knights. And based on the victory he got last night, it may propel them back to the Stanley Cup.
Might as well call him the biggest high roller on the Las Vegas Strip as he took his shot and he was able to conquer the beast, Brock Lesnar, dressed fine, silent and profiling, high in victory. Oba Femi, of course, who was the one to beat the one in 21-1 and has already called out the new one, our tribal chief from Reigns. It looks like Oba Femi is going to kick things off with a little bit of an opening message or maybe an opening warning, as we might be looking at literally the next big thing.
If we have a moment of quote-unquote F television after Oba's segment, I do want to talk about Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar and their interactions over the years.
Yeah, I definitely think that's worth talking about too, because boy, both of those men shaped each other's careers or shortened them. You be the judge.
And then, Roman talking about Brock, talking about Oba. There's definitely context that needs to be addressed that was not addressed by our tribal chief last night. So,
he never tells you everything at once. You know that as well as I do. I'll go ahead and see what Oba says here, as right now they're just chanting and he's just taking in the noise.
I'm going to say it's just Oba and woo. That's what we're getting right now.
I mean, again, he does that woo, of course, before he comes in. It's got to be a surreal moment for Oba Femi standing tonight, the Raw After Mania, after possibly retiring Brock Lesnar.
I liken it to a completely different crowd reaction, let me be clear.
Yeah, right.
Roman Reigns staying in the ring after apparently retiring The Undertaker 9 years ago.
Well, but Femi chants raining out loud and proud. As of course, we know the Raw After Mania crowd's the most international melting pot of insanity that always try to hijack the show.
That's the thing. I don't think they need to hijack the show. This show's got so much hype coming in. Like, they're like WWE agreeing with the creative or not going in. That show delivered over the 2 nights for me.
The ruler has arrived. Mic drop, Jeff.
Straight drop the mic after 4 words.
Just almost like, right? Jeez.
Just like Roman Reigns. This is my yard now. Done. Except, again,
that was 5 words.
Crowd reaction. These guys
all
are into it,
hail the ruler of WWE, Oba Femi. A new dark anomaly has come to light.
Dude, he is a made man. And as of right now, at 10 after 8 Eastern time, at the beginning of Monday Night Raw, he is untouchable.
Yeah, well, we'll see if the Kabuki Warriors deem themselves untouchable, as once again making it personal with former family, as of course Asuka always claims to be Io's senpai, that is teacher or master, by the way, folks. And that will always be the one who brought you success in WWE. You seem to forget this, but tonight you will remember. Thank you, subtitles. Since you devoted yourself to Rhea, how has that been working out? Trying to plant the seeds.
See, I'm telling you, man.
Jeff, don't you do it. Rhea is a champion now, and what are you? They worked together to beat Jade Cargill. They're both of them have been on their assault. Io, you didn't have to happen this way. You could have shown me the respect I deserve. What, and just serve you, basically? Like a freaking... I'm not going there.
Nope.
I'm not going there. Nope. Not only did you make your choice, you try to corrupt Kyrie, too. Kyrie, you have to literally break free underneath this iron will of Asuka. You and Rhea will suffer the consequences. Because you're not ready for Asuka. Well, we'll find out later tonight.
So, I didn't have the opportunity to see a whole lot of Kana before she became Asuka. Was this the aura, or is this amplified exponentially from that point?
I mean, for a little while on the independent side of things, Kana was a bit of a loose cannon badass. I mean, if you could lose, survive what might have been called domestic abuse against Minoru Suzuki, you got every right to be insane. So I would say a little bit of both.
Yeah, if you got to interact with a murder grandpa for any length of time, you're bound to have a little trauma, little PTSD.
Well, I mean, again,
Yeah.
with people that want to interact with mommy, it might be a whole different conversation, especially from Las Vegas. That being said, as we bring in the Bring Up Brutality, here comes a new SmackDown WWE Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley. Mommy's home and back on top, folks.
I love it.
It looks like they got that Nate Ash guy, or what is his name, is doing the introductions tonight. Io Sky, of course, was instrumental in helping Rhea Ripley beat Jade Cargill, neutralizing her baddie squad. And of course, these two have been together for the last year plus, redefining each other's careers as tag team partners, rivals, and allies. Coming up next, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley taking on the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. When Monday Night Raw WrestleMania returns to this commercial break. Fuck streaming services.
Fuck streaming service. We need like the middle finger over like a giant like Wi-Fi or something now.
And about to say just like yeah. That being said, shout out to Daniel, by the way. And again, we all love Denise Salcedo. Again, she is the hardest working female not named Beta Sky, in my opinion, that literally dedicates herself to this business. So again, thank you, Daniel. Appreciate that. Go ahead, Jeff.
Let me just again praise the team. And without taking anything away from Denise Salcedo or Sean Ross Sapp or anybody that inhabits this content creation wrestling space,
right?
You guys outdrawing them and the NBA playoffs this weekend. Just how far are we into the show? Befuckles me.
There you go.
But I'm here for it. I was so proud of you guys this weekend. All right, so Brock and Roman.
Yes, go back for that.
At one point in the post show, Roman, talked about, everybody was putting Oba over because, he beat Brock Lesnar on the grand stage, and Roman's like, I got a few of those, you come back to me when you talk to me, whatever. Right.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. With all acknowledgement to the tribal chief, he's never beat Brock Lesnar straight up clean.
No.
Ever.
No.
When he has beat him, first time that I can recall him actually defeating Brock one-on-one. Now, granted, he had a pretty good swing of things going into the cash-in at WrestleMania 31. Seth Rollins pooped in his Kool-Aid. It was what it was.
Yeah.
SummerSlam 2018, he did, in fact, defeat Lesnar for the Universal title with a distraction from Braun Strowman.
Exactly.
He did, in fact, unify the titles at WrestleMania in 2022. By defeating Brock Lesnar in full bloodline tribal chief mode with everybody and their mother interfering.
Yes.
Just saying.
Yes.
And lest we forget SummerSlam, where the entirety of the ring structure itself interfered.
You forget Tractor just lift the ring up. What the hell?
Like, what are we doing? So, yeah, I will forever be convinced that if Roman's reign needed to end before the story was completed, it would have been at SummerSlam, because Brock Lesnar literally threw artillery at Roman Reigns and he still couldn't get the job done.
Yeah.
But it was never one-on-one. And I think part of, if they weave it right and they tell that part of the story, they could weave it in that it sits right here in the back of Roman's mind that he never beat Brock Lesnar the way Obafemi done beat Brock Lesnar yesterday.
You couldn't not conquer what I conquered.
No, exactly. You have victory. You have victory, but you do not have dominance.
About to say,
that's the difference.
Exactly. And there's the reason why they're two different words. That being said, there's also obedience and there's also companionship. And I would use the first word to describe the relationship with the Kabuki Warriors, especially about Asuka literally holding Kairi Sane with the threat of punishment if she disobeys. Asuka and Kairi Sane, former, of course, WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Last time, of course, they actually got involved in a one-on-one, Io Sky and Asuka. Yeah, yes. I'm about to say. That's also accurate. Was literally back in 2023 over the WWE Women's Championship when Io Sky was the champion at the time.
There you go.
You think about again the tumultuous history, the fallout of the Kabuki Warriors and Io Sky and Rhea Ripley becoming pretty much the only friend that Io really had left ever since the fallout at Purple Australia, the fallout DDT injury. Every chance that Asuka could try and stick it to Io Sky, she's always tried to put her beneath her. And right now we're starting things off with how fitting. Kyrie Hojo, or excuse me, Kyrie, sorry, I'm thinking about bygone era. Kyrie and Io Sky right now. You know, when Kyrie actually wasn't, I'm not going there. I'm in a good mood. But I just, Kyrie to me, though, just should be so much more in the WWE, in my opinion. She's better than this. And Io Sky knows that. She does not need Asuka, and she doesn't need this Asuka telling her what she needs to be.
No, it makes for good storyline driving, but it's like we need an end game here eventually, right?
Yeah,
So,
I mean, you gotta grow a spine at some point. You gotta stand up for yourself. I mean, look what Io Sky did. Io Sky, in my opinion, has surpassed Asuka. Freaking heck out of win at WrestleMania right now. Oh, driven down by her hair.
man, oh man. And yes, you were right. It is Mark Nash at ringside. I think Alicia Taylor was either given the night off or she took the night off. I don't know. There was a lot of fan and hotel and drama bullshit this weekend. I don't know who's there and who's not, to be honest with you. But I'm not surprised if people aren't there for a reason. You know what I mean?
Well, whether or not you're pointing out too late, or you just want to take some sleep, or something else happened, yeah, that's your jurisdiction, especially out there in Las Vegas. Showed up blocked by Kyrie. Of course, Io Sky, who has been there for Rhea Ripley ever since their incredible main event match last year over the WWE Women's Flyweight Championship at Evolution, and building this bond as a tag team that eventually led to them winning the Women's Tag Team Championships.
Doing Asuka's taunt and then mocking Io's. Interesting approach by Kairi Sane there.
Well, clearly, again, they're trying to make this mental, and at the end of the day, Asuka wants to make sure that Io Sky is never ready for her or surpasses her. Follow drop kick there by Kairi Sane as the Kabuki Warriors isolate Io Sky and take control here in the early going. And again, what does this mean for Io Sky with Mommy being the WWE Women's Champion and knowing now she has to be on SmackDown? Io Sky with a cover, a schoolgirl roll up to Io Sky is going to have to try and literally get past the shadow that Asuka, is trying to continue to loom over her. But after the night, she has to do it on her own if they don't sell face here to your point.
Well, it's like I said about Roman Reigns when he regained the championship. Prior to that, between regaining the Ulufala and regaining the World Championship, Roman spent the better part of 16 months trying to find his place in this world, his place in this WWE universe. What is Roman Reigns if he's not the champion? What is Io Sky if she's friends with somebody who is now not there to be her friend, her guardian? I guess we'll have to find out for today.
Well, but again, though, as you pointed out, Io, Kairi, and Asuka, they're all still, of course, going to be here on Monday Night Raw. Rhea Ripley now leading off with Kairi, dropping her down face first in the ring and a running drop kick. Attack.
The fish is asleep in Vegas, Mikey.
Anyway, I'm about to say, very true, Jeff. And right now, Asuka, went for that lightning fast kick. High kick by Rhea, missed. And right now, lightning fury offense here by Asuka. One of the most vicious strikers in the game. Kick to the midsection.
God.
Face straight in the knee. Swing and a miss. Spinning back fist. Follow spinning Sova. Rising knee. Combination offense by Asuka. Teeing off against the new WWE Women's Champion. Ripley in trouble. And catching her with a Kawara kick from down below. Now the Kawara with the far leg. Prancing gets a 2 counts.
Let's not forget, folks, people just tend to sweep away the fact that the only reason Asuka was no longer undefeated in the WWE is because she came against the juggernaut known as the Queen. Asuka was a force, and she's still very capable of causing great damage across the board.
Kairi looking for a cheap shot here. Rhea able to outsmart Asuka there. The referee got covered a high. To your point, still undefeated in NXT. Had to relinquish the NXT championship being called up to the main roster after her 526-day winning streak and as champion. Now Kairi Sane looking to say bon voyage to me on the outside with the insane elbow.
My goodness.
Kairi Sane taking a fight. Kabuki Warrior taking control. This time match continues on Monday Night Raw after this commercial break for streaming services. But at the end, though, to your point, though, Jeff, Asuka was literally unstoppable, undefeated, unmatched. And as soon as she faced the Queen at 34, she was never the same again. She was rendered
No.
immortal, and she has no wins at WrestleMania. To your point about Rhea Ripley, though, to add context to that, Ripley's first match on the main roster was calling out Asuka for the Women's Championship at WrestleMania. And WrestleMania 37, Rhea arrived and beat her. Asuka has always been at the bitter end of Rhea Ripley's brutality.
No, it's there. There's so much more nuanced story than the casual fan will remember, agree to, acknowledge, whatever. And it's just that's why, thankfully, historians exist. That's why, true pure fans that only watch professional wrestling, damn it, exist because they remember this shit. So, I remember half of what you just said. Like, I totally forgot that Rhea and Asuka even had a match at WrestleMania. So there you go.
And of course, it wasn't their only singles match. The more recent match was literally back in 2022. Rhea Ripley beat Asuka there. Again, Asuka has not gotten better of the bringer of brutality before literally last year in December when she tried to fracture her face. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah,
and then, of course, later on, shortly after that, at the beginning, hell, you were no, you weren't there. That was the Stranger Things Raw, the one thing that mattered from that show. That's when Rio was born as the new damn tag team champion. They beat the Kabuki Warriors that night.
Yep. Exactly. Piggybacking off Mikey's asking about who sleeps in Vegas, I'm thinking earlier with the comment I made, I'm gonna make a statement that Michael can't compute. Anyway, I'm rooting for the Ducks. So there you go. Anyway,
fair enough.
Michael. I didn't forget Noah beat me to it. Well, Stat Boy, now you gotta do your job. You gotta be quick on the button too, brother. Anyway,
look, statistics aside, memory aside, we all have at least a little bit of our collection of the fact of the matter is Rio and Asuka have been at each other's throats for years, and I would say that Rhea has more often had Asuka's number.
I would love, now that we have the benefit of technology, where we can, back in the days, you had these computer simulations pitting, the great fighters at their peak against each other. I would love to have a 2K simulation of NXT Women's Champion Asuka versus Mommy Rhea Ripley from after beating Charlotte at WrestleMania 39. Let me see that.
Yeah. That's a whole different game because that Rhea Ripley was not there at the time, nor was that Asuka there when she finally faced Rhea Ripley at the first time, to your point, from half a crowd, but nonetheless.
Yeah, Asuka was not peak Asuka by the time Rhea Ripley became a thing. So
exactly. And right now we are peaking here at WWE at WrestleMania week as we back on Monday Night Raw. Kabuki Wrestling Control, Kyrie Hojo with the nearly hook. It's a 2 count.
It's so crazy how fast the machine moves, man. We just came off one of the biggest weekends of the year, as we always do WrestleMania, and already we're talking about Backlash on May 9th. It's like, off we go. Just boom, 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 boom.
There's no let up. Again, that's the thing about pro wrestling. There is no off season in this crazy world. And Rhea with a big elbows, Kyrie out of the corner. Rhea able to get out of the way. Now Rhea with a chance to make attack. Wiping out Kyrie with that flying kick. And now Rhea's got a chance to make the tag to Io Sky, who is bouncing on the apron and stands ready as Rio looks to start things right following WrestleMania. Asuka, though, stands on the opposite side. Might finally get Asuka versus Io Sky and see who truly is who's senpai. Time it Asuka and time it Io Sky.
Here we go.
And here comes Io. Shote. It's squared up against Asuka. But I say, literally her senpai in front of her. And again, there's that long foundation of respect, especially Japanese custom. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Kyrie again routes into her own partner. Little miscommunication created there by Io off the ropes. They Julie of the G of the Sky with the follow-up drop kick. And a kip up. And with success. Look at her. Everyone loves Io Sky. Everyone's crazy as Io Sky. It's just one of those things that just developed over last year when you think about when Io Sky beat Rhea Ripley for the Women's Heavyweight Championship prior to last year's WrestleMania. It really came into her own. And on the double knees in the opposite corners to both Kyrie and Asuka. And Io Sky completely turned this time match around. There they going, Jeff.
Her energy is just infectious and endearing and exponential.
Covered now by Io Sky on the net run. 2 count on her senpai.
A long 2 from Eddie there.
2 feels like the longest number just to get to the next number anymore, it feels like. Io looking to make the tag, and Rhea Ripley now is legal up in the apron, and Asuka staggered in Rio's corner. Might be looking for the same combination that led to them winning the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions with the Razor's Edge.
Jesus.
And now Io to the top rope, mid-town drop kick, sends Asuka up and over. Deep match book covered by Rhea Ripley, and Asuka escapes at 2.5. There go the replay here, Jeff. Look at that distance.
I don't think Kyrie got there in time. That was Asuka having to power out. Good on her, though. She got out of it, too.
Well, I know that Io and Asuka respectfully are still looking for revenge against one another since. Possibly looking for the red side. Asuka, cheap shot to Io. Of course, NXT Revenge. The Twig event continues tomorrow on the CW. And right now, Blind Tire was made by Kyrie. Code Breaker by Asuka. Follow-up, Net Breaker. Blockbuster, float over. Kabuki Warriors, Artsley. The champion. Back and forth offense. Scare cover by Kyrie. And Io with the save.
Wow, that was really close.
And think about what it would mean, though. Oh, man, that buzz off. Think about what it would mean, though, for the Kabuki Warriors over Rio, let alone over Rhea Ripley. Oh, man, victory on the double stomp.
God, that double stomp just is unnecessary. God.
If I was saying you want to really try and knock the point out.
Right?
Right now, Kyrie again talking about we can be a family again. Oh, man, driving her and Asuka with the tope suicida. And again, Kyrie and Rhea are legal, and Kyrie might inadvertently cost herself. Oh, the headbutt to the heart.
Jesus criminy.
Now it's made to Io Sky as Rhea has Kyrie cooked for the red side.
And again, Kyrie's going to eat the shit.
And Kyle's knowing with herself over the moonsault cover. Hook the front leg. Rhea with the win.
I'm glad to be wrong. Tell you what.
Told you.
I know you did. So, is it me or is the theme of the weekend on attire green and purple? Like every match, not just in WWE, every match this weekend has had somebody in purple and green.
I guess that's just the colors anymore. I
love it. I love it.
I mean, it's a good combination. Again, great combination by Rhea with the rip side and this picture perfect over the moonsault by the genius of the sky as Kyrie eats the defeat and probably is going to deal with Asuka's wrath later.
Dude, green shirt guy either had family or he multiplied overnight, which is frightening. Front row.
Yeah, about to say, wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, well, it's Vegas, you know. What happens in Vegas apparently will stay in Vegas with any luck. That's a lot of green people. Anyway.
Again, Asuka reading Kyrie the ride at as Io Sky sticks it to her senpais. Of course, we look back again at WrestleMania 42, delivering a weekend of monumental moments, especially Sunday night when Oba Femi demolished, conquered, destroyed, literally ruled over Brock Lesnar.
Just it's crazy to me. It's still.
Oh, jeez.
God, this man, JD McDonough should apologize to that ladder. I'll tell you what.
We go backstage with Scrap Daddy, General Manager Adam Pearce, Monday Night Raw, with the still WWE Intercontinental Champion Penta Semiato.
Two great former world champions of respective other companies.
And Javon Evans, of course, a guy on the rise. What did you think? But who ruined you? You know I was going to be champion. Oh, the jury is out. Okay. Just want to be real. We stole that show last night. And we do it again. So, but you know. Isn't going anywhere. My tires are going anywhere. Because I Penta, it's still Viero. Oh! A very familiar pose to Javon Evans. Eagle. Ethan Page. And I want the Intercontinental Championship. Uh-oh. The difference between me and you is I don't need a second chance. Anna, take the match. Make the match, please.
Dude, Javon owes Page at least a receipt or 3.
How about you all sell in the ring tonight? Looks like Evans Prince making his Monday Night Raw main debut against Javon Evans.
I love the Raw After Mania.
Yeah, seriously. And to your point, he already twisted the grin of Javon Evans once. I don't think he has no problem doing it again. Welcome to Monday Night Raw, Ethan Page.
Pierce is like, sometimes my job's just too damn easy.
Yeah, I mean, it just works itself out. But what
This
works
man,
itself
however,
out will be the aftermath of CM Punk. That won't be easy. Coming up next, we'll look and see what's next towards the Second City Saints. CM Punk fine defeat of this commercial break. Fuck streaming services.
dude, Roman pointed out on social media, man, for all the bullshit and the discourse and everything between the two of them over the last couple months, Punk and Roman just tore it down. And
Legit.
I said this in my post this morning, and there's a lot of stuff that wasn't in full context that I'll get into when I have to, when it's necessary. But I will say, I went into the post show yesterday feeling like I had fallen back out of love with this for a variety of reasons. But being able to be on the stream last night and getting some sleep, getting some perspective, I go back and I watch that match and I go, for every bit of whatever, stuff like that is why I fell in love with it in the first place.
Exactly.
Those guys had no reason to go over almost 35 minutes other than they can. And they did. Just like Randy and Cody didn't need to go as long as they did. They just did because they can. And when you're in the top spots on both nights of WrestleMania, that's what you're supposed to do, is deliver. And I think that the matches themselves deliver. That statement may come back to wreak havoc on my brain later when I'm proven wrong because of whatever. And we'll see how things play out. But long term, who knows? Short term, I am happy with the way the nights worked out, and I am so ecstatic for Ethan Page to be on the main WWE roster on Monday Night Raw, even though he won't be on SmackDown with Chelsea, which sucks. Although Chelsea might move to Raw, you never know. Things, LOL brand split, right?
I mean, to be fair, yeah, that's kind of the MO I always give. I mean, it's not the first time we've seen champions lose, swap championships, and go to different rosters either. But Judgment Day is Monday Night Raw, period. I think that's highly unlikely in all likelihood. They've literally been nothing but Monday Night Raw.
It's for me, I like this night and I like SmackDown because we get an indication of who we're going with, what we're going with as the new year, quote unquote, WWE starts. Because Day of WrestleMania is always a reset button. So
exactly.
We hit our creative finish line. So now we just wait and see what happens.
Yeah, and again, there's still so much more to think about. How does Seth freaking Rollins respond to Braun Breaker spearing SmackDown and having causing match against Gunther? How does Gunther follow up in this favor to Paul Heyman? With Paul Heyman probably still distraught that he saw the end of his client, his friend, Brock Lesnar. Yeah. There's still a whole lot more Raw aftermath yet to unfold or even be foretold as we're just starting here from Las Vegas in the T-Mobile Arena, of course, the aftermath that is WrestleMania, the Raw After Mania. Lights up bright, a nice sunny day on site in the jewel of the desert that is the city of sin, Las Vegas. Quite a skyline there, good grief.
Oh, I love the Vegas skyline. People, say it's just overdone. I love going to Vegas. I love flying over Vegas when I can tolerate being in the air and just seeing all those lights under me. But man, driving down the strip, especially at night, is something everybody's got to do at least once in their life. I love Las Vegas. I know a lot of people don't, and that's fine. But I love it. Looking forward to it.
And of course, right now, it's a big deal when the Spanish announce team is on a Monday Night Raw. Marcelo Rodriguez and Jerry Soto joining Michael Cole and Corey Graves. Again, folks, thank you for tuning into our coverage at the Cinema Studios. For our coverage of Monday Night Raw, Noah Foster, Jeff Muther. Hope you all enjoyed. Again, please subscribe, comment, and tell a friend. As we do for the biggest shows, PLE's premium specials across all things professional wrestling. And again, there's no bigger night of the calendar year for WWE than the Raw After Mania outside WrestleMania. It's Royce Keys, Piles Hobbs, and this year's Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal winner taking in the festivities tonight for the Raw After Mania, hoping to one day reach the grandest stage of them all.
I'm so goddamn happy for Hobbs. I'm so happy for him, man.
Well, I tell you one man that probably isn't happy right now. A bruised, battered, broken, debelted CM Punk showing the scars of that war and making the slow walk through Gorilla to address the people. Looks like we're going to hear from the former WWE World Heavyweight Champion and maybe see what's next for CM Punk.
I like the alteration color scheme of having the black and gold Vegas Gold Night colors, but man, Phil is going through it today.
I mean, again, Jeff, he wanted his dream. He achieved his dream, but he lost to reality.
And again, like last night, no music walking into the arena.
Well, he's letting his family introduce themselves to him, clearly. Remember, this is the family that defied Phil Brooks for literally 27 years.
It's still wild to me. It's been 15 years since he was sitting at the top of the stage down the street from this venue at the Thomas and Mack, cutting the promo of his life. It's 15 years ago.
Right?
Man, wild.
You might get a whole different pipe bomb.
Oh, yeah.
It's clobbering time! A subtle way that CM Punk introduces himself once again to the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Humble in defeat, I would say.
Well, we'll see. We haven't heard from him yet. You know, we heard from Roman Reigns quite boisterously on the post show yesterday. So
I'm not surprised.
I'll be curious to see what the former world champion has to say. And you know what? Like you said, he has worked his whole wrestling career. When you think about it, his life, because wrestling has been his life, other than his wife and Larry.
As a base.
To get to the solo WrestleMania main event. And he was the champion defending against the top guy in the business. You can't really ask for much more out of a career than that. You know what I mean? So where does he stand now, though? We'll see.
Well, it's always something that you're going to remember when CM Punk has a microphone. So we'll find out soon what's next for the Second City Saint here. Sooner rather than later. Just taking it in right now, considering the dream is over, at least for the next year. Time for a new one to begin. Former two-time WWE World Champion held that title for 169 days. Again, a commendable run across 5 defenses until he ran to the reality that was Roman Reigns.
For the people that are in Las Vegas, or watch this back, for those of you that are there tonight and were at the Thomas and Mack 15 years ago, give me a gauge. Give me a gauge on the crowd. Where were they at now compared to where we were 15 years ago? I'm dying to know what the vibe is, honestly. Crowd giving him his flowers, chanting CM Punk, and he's like pressing his eyes closed because he don't want to cry yet. He wants to get this out, you know.
Well, I mean, again, this is his family. Even when he wasn't here, they never ever forgot him or left him for dead.
Nope.
Did without loss past 6 months. Dude, the Brewfist didn't wake up at one point that morning.
Oh, I forgot about that.
He met WWE family 2 weeks. Jim Shank, David Coach. He's the cameraman, hair makeup. Producers, people in the truck drivers, giving his jitsu. The real heroes, the real superstars behind it all. Like grinding day in and day out to give up to their families. Yeah, give it up for them. That's mad respect right there, because literally unsung heroes of the business that literally allow this to continue.
It's the kind of thing that Warrior was talking about for the Jimmy Miranda Award.
Yeah, I lost last night. All those other losses, though, say a little bit more than losing my title. I came here and you people could finally help me heal and get through all these losses. Being a heavyweight champion gave me an good reason not to slow down. And reduce myself to a pile of tears maybe that I wanted to. So on that, I just want to say thank you for helping me process all that. Someone tell me y'all going to help me get through the loss last night. You helped me get through all those losses before. I wasn't supposed to be champion. I survived government, got cashed by Seth Rollins.
That's the
Sure, I tell me on Sunday.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you're just counting the timing. Instead, I stayed ready. Poured my heart and soul into this to entertain all of you. Because I stay right up 2 in a row, Seth gets hurt. I get a rematch. I against Jay. Next thing you know, I'm heavyweight champion. The Jay was announced instead of me. I don't know why you're booing that.
I don't know why you're doing
I
that.
like to eat too.
I like to eat too.
that was a nice save of Jey Uso from CM Punk there. Let's not read that.
To be fair, Jay needed that save. Let's just call it what it is. You know why I'm smiling? You know why I scream my step? It's because I'm still the best in the world. Came to Vegas and I said I dreamed since I was a little kid. On the tallest stairs, the brightest lights. And I proved it. And he did for hell sure last night.
He did. He did.
Last night wasn't my night. I'm not going to go home and sulk about it. I'm not going to go on vacation. I'm going to stay here. Because you never know when a chimpanzee is going to fall right into your lap. What?
You're not medically cleared, sir.
Yeah, how about that championship opportunity? Let's welcome in the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, who still holds the undisputed WWE gold.
I don't know if he fell out of the sky, but oh my God. And again, that's makeup. A lot of it's makeup, let's be clear. But
still,
God.
though, I mean, good grief.
He's definitely going through it, just walking down to the ring right now.
Well, I mean, he literally got his bell rung by his freaking mentor, Randy Orton. But regardless, to your point, Jeff, unlike CM Punk, Cody Rhodes is still the holder of his championship.
He may be holding the championship. I don't know if he's a whole Cody Rhodes compared to when Saturday started. He is. He's had a rough weekend. To say
That's putting it politely. Least. Right? That's putting it politely. You think about both these men in an embrace on Friday night, dressed to the gills, looking at how far each other came to literally achieve the dream. And now you see both men smiling. One man still dressed to the gills as champion. Looks like anything but a champion. A CM Punk who checks on him.
Cody went to grab the mic and he started in the ring, and Punk look right here, looked at him. He's like, damn.
It's like, man, you look fucked up. You look more fucked up than me.
Whoa.
There it is. I gotta get the wall in. Come on now. We have the best say.
Oh no.
The traditions.
This is interesting.
Well, Jeff, how many years in a row prior to a Rumble have Cody and Punk teased a one-on-one?
I know. Cody's not be stupid though and get to, bravado guy here.
I was leaving. Just you? Nope. Don't leave. Is that it, bro? This is your time, CM Punk. Champ respects the man's territory. Maybe it's soon. May require an exception, but standing by. This is what I expected. We have to freak out. Bob's gonna crash out. But yeah.
Oh, be careful, Cody.
Okay. No, I'd like to handle things. I mean, it's true. It's no respect. I'm glad. They're gonna scare the flowers that they did.
I
Always.
don't know if I like where this is going.
I'm a little bit nervous. Yeah, if I'm being perfectly honest here with you. Stand feeling looking like a loser. Wait. Wait, are you saying I should feel like a loser?
Oh, no.
Okay. Stop it, we're friends.
Oh, so okay, good. Good boy, Phil. Good boy, Phil.
There's somebody look at the loser. Got attached to with a marshmallow stick.
God damn it.
What the hell? What a random ass tattoo.
Saturday night, you beat a first ballot
famer.
You beat a legend.
Legend.
Yeah.
Max.
But here's also what you
Here's also
did.
what you did.
It's hard. This is
This
why
is what you feel. What you feel.
you beat a friend.
You be a friend.
You beat somebody who
You
was
be
your
somebody who was a mentor. I said that. You somebody I hate. That's easy. He's telling stupid face.
Stupid face with his
Look,
pretty white chocolate teeth.
I mean, again, Cody doesn't wrestle like Punk. Punk don't wrestle like Cody. But the similarities, though, outside that, in the way of the word, I am a loser.
Oh, man, this is scary.
You feel this like coming to the head. I'm free as a bird right now. I show them responsibility last night, but just wasn't my night. But Cody, keep being champion. Keep winning. For me, I just gotta stay ready. Because you never know when a champion opportunity. It's just gonna fall out of the sky.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, keep walking. Please just walk.
Do it, Jeff. We're not done yet.
Damn it.
just say when.
Just say when.
Oh,
boy.
no.
Now that would be something. Cody Rhodes beaten up, battered, bruised. Maybe have a fractured orbital almost, but still the undisputed WWE champion. While CM Punk is a free spirit in defeat.
Cody Rhodes should get down on that mat and kiss whatever ground he worships that was not 2012 CM Punk he just talked to.
Accurate. And I think that goes back to the growth of CM Punk, because that could have been a whole different situation. You were nervous there for quite a while.
Well, Cody had no fucking business coming out there just then. Zero. Oh god, that was scary. Anyway,
I mean, again, it's some foreshadowing of things to come. Like I said, Cody versus Punk has yet to happen since CM Punk and Cody both returned home. Has now been teased 2 times before a Rumble, and it just got teased a 3rd time, the Raw After Mania.
But we are getting this one-on-one tonight, apparently. JD McDonough and Finn Balor one-on-one, something that, you know, you talk about it when a team gets together, when a faction forms, like how awesome is the fallout and the breakup going to be? This one kind of breaks my heart. You know what I mean? Because I love Finn. I love Jordan Devlin, regardless of how stupid his character has been booked. Regardless of how bad Finn's run in WWE has been booked, let me be clear. But these two guys are just going to go out there and do their thing. And now this smiley cocky fool's going to come out and do his. Ego.
To that point, all Ego Defense, former NXT champion, NXT North American champion, stand up from Canada. Shout out to our fan, Shout by Dash, of course.
Yes.
Now making a kid's Monday Night Raw debut, of course, after failing to capture the NXT championship against Tony D. Ethan Page is in action next against bouncy Jalen Evans, who's already twisted his grin once before, and I think Jalen Evans is ready to turn Ethan's grin upside down. Ethan Page, Javon Evans up next on Monday Night Raw as Raw After Mania continues from Las Vegas. After this commercial break, fuck streaming services.
But a hell of a segue to the commercial with that beautiful Vegas sky I talked about.
I'm about to say, you're talking about the Vegas skyline. So, again, the suspension of disbelief, though, that there's a clarity and a freedom not having to bear that heavy responsibility. And CM Punk, like I said, I don't know if he necessarily was humble, but he certainly seemed far more comfortable knowing that, again, he just has to wait for the next one to go around. Sometimes you win this business, and eventually you have to lose because nothing lasts forever. And he's looking forward to whatever the next chapter is. But Cody being there just to, I don't know what that was about for Cody, to your point. Was it to encourage Punk? Was it to remind himself what it means to feel like that state? That was a very interesting face-off.
And again, it just happened, so trying to dissect it like a freaking science experiment is a little premature. But
that's fair.
I don't see a reason that Cody had to come out there in the condition he's in and the beat up state he's in. You know, both those guys are the great example of a country song. Sometimes you're in the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. Okay, and both those guys went through it last night. Just one's a little less bug than the other because he's got the freaking gold to protect his face. Although it didn't do much for Cody's face. Let me be clear.
I was about to say, let's make sure we got that out there in the ether.
Yeah. I'd like to believe that there is a plan there, and it's not just a random making us go, what row, like I just did. But Cody, I can't make myself believe that Cody and Randy is done, even if Pat McAfee's part of it is over now. I can't see it being done with Cody and Randy because Randy punted Cody's face halfway in Utah. So I just don't see it being done there. Cody and Punk, I'd rather there be a definitive end to Randy and Cody before we move on.
That's fair. And again, I'm sure we'll get more tensions with that on Friday night SmackDown, as I'm sure we'll talk more about that as well. As far as Ethan Page and Jalen Evans, they go all the way back to 2024 when they first faced off each other. And of course, they were involved in the Iron Survivor Challenge where Ethan Page was scared for his damn life against the ruler of the family. Can't say I don't blame him. Lost that night at Deadline against Obit Family. And then the following night, Ethan Page was reminded by Jalen Evans that remember who you are. And then Ethan, for some reason, just snapped and literally says, smile for me now. Smile for me now. Smile. And Ethan Page and Javon was out for quite an indefinite period of time. He came back with a vengeance like a bat of hell. And of course, it led to a New York City street fight where Javon Evans twisted Ethan Page's grin.
Yes.
A little bit of payback for that dental surgery that he had. This will be their first one-on-one, going all the way back to literally that New York street fight last year in March.
This is going to be, like I said, I love Ethan Page. I've been a fan of his since the Impact days, so I'm happy for him to get an opportunity on the WWE main roster. Javon, I think a lot of people felt like it was just a maybe not a foregone conclusion, but like he was the only real choice to be their Intercontinental champion after last night, and he didn't get there. So both these guys are at a crossroads in their careers.
And of course, Ethan Page, former NXT champion, won it notoriously quick at NXT Heatwave at the expense of Javon Evans and Trick Williams in a fatal four-way. And a former NXT North American champion, two-time NXT North American champion, or should I say NXT Canadian champion, as he made that title the best feint since Canada. Nice shoulder block there by Ethan Page, taking on Javon down. I mean, again, he Canadianized the NXT North American Championship, even though North America consists of Canada, America, and Mexico, schooled by Raw by Javon Evans, and a 2 count. But he truly made that title his own before losing to Miles Bourne. Whoop! Nice escape there by Javon Evans, the elusive nature of this former Deadlock Pro Wrestling standout. Look at it again, the escape into the stunner.
God.
Again, less than 24 hours after going through that ladder match barrage of bedlam. And right now, just springing forward.
He's 20, 21?
Yes,
right?
21 years old, 8 years involved in the game.
God.
I'll tell you this, to hold going in WWE.
At 21, whoever's riding with him this weekend in Vegas, keep this boy out of the bars. We don't need to corrupt him just yet. He's just a baby.
I mean, you know, he's been here. He's been a good lad since 2024, even endorsed with the future by the Viper Randy Orton, faced him in St. Louis one time during the CW premiere of NXT, of course. But Ethan Page, like we talked about before, savvy veteran, and don't let the ego or the bright pearly whites fool you when it comes in bell to bell in that ring. As calculated as they come.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
he's a veteran. He's been around, but he's a frustrated veteran right now. He hasn't been able to get back to where he wants to be in NXT. He hasn't been able to regain that championship. And now he's on the main roster against a kid who has been wowing the entire world from the moment he came up. You know, does Ethan win his first main roster match, or do they keep the momentum going for Javon?
We'll find out here shortly. The Lyra press the car of Ethan Page. And again, to your point, Ethan Page had his chance multiple times, literally in the last 2 weeks, to regain that former glory and possibly become the NXT champion. He lost to Sand Liver, and he just lost at Tony D NXT Revenge, which might as well been his farewell from NXT. We have seen him before, though, here on Monday Night Raw, get a match and then go back to still work a little bit longer in NXT. Stephanie Valkyrie, primary exhibit, and we all saw what that led to. The Jessie Jane WTF moment of the year, and she became anything but a second wheel. She became the face of that division.
She certainly did. I would say Jessie Jane had her career year between being the being the NXT Women's Champion and being the Knockouts Champion for a period of time.
You're right. TNA Knockouts World Champion, drop kick, and of course, literally spearheading that division before losing her NXT Women's Championship at Stand Liver to Low Levi's. Now spraying off the road, Seco Tijeras by Javon Evans, taking Page to the outside.
I'm curious in the Performance Center and throughout the wrestling schools around the world, is everybody having like a drop kick seminar? Everybody's throwing the best drop kicks I've ever seen all this week.
And Javon Evans showing you can bounce back to the top, flying over the top rope. Why don't you pair this match continues? Fuck streaming services. Good grief. Boy just launched himself.
He did.
Flying.
If I even tried to get over the top rope without touching it, I think I would break my hip. Like, and that's just not me being old guy. That's just like physics and reality.
And you and me both, dude. Again, I don't know how you get that sort of spring in your step, but your boy Bouncy, he's doing what the name implies. That 6'5", 180-pound spring, it feels like.
It is so gratifying to see people like Ethan Page getting there. Okay, I'm gonna share screen this. It just popped me. I'm sorry. Give me a second.
What is it? What is it? Hey, fine. We got a commercial break. So again,
I know. Well, it very much ties into the fact that we're in a commercial break.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh boy. What is it? What is this? This is good. This is good. There, get ready for a resume. All right. Let me go ahead and hit the thing. Let's see what we got. Then versus that.
We're in the attitude era today.
Damn it.
I love the internet sometimes for shit like that.
Oh my gosh. And I can't argue against it. Accurate.
It's the greatest thing I've seen all week. Not counting the stats of having 20,000 people watch you guys. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
No.
No,
Just,
but yes, it's so damn
just
true.
out
It's so damn
of
true.
fucking pocket on that one, and every bit of it worth it. Wow.
Accurate though,
seriously.
and every one of those, and even scarier, every one of those advertisements are also accurate.
Right? Everyone. You figure right now, let's see. ESPN, we were on last night, DoorDash, everybody's DoorDashing lately, and they've been a major sponsor. Papa John's, damn pizza. Prime, oh god, I didn't see Prime Ball. Now I'm gonna be sick. Snickers, Slim Jim, and Netflix. It's like pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that pretty much covers it. All you're missing is dew wipes.
So Charles, it's on Twitter under the give me a second. At 90s 90s WWE 90s WWE on Twitter.
Oh, that count.
It was about 6 minutes ago, from my perspective. So good.
That's not good. That's freaking
That
hilarious.
account is a gold mine. Sometimes I'll be doom scrolling because I'm guilty of it. I don't give a shit. I can admit my problems and just I literally stop my tracks going, God damn it, every time I see that account.
Well, let's see if even Page stops cheering. My name is this track. As Monday Night Raw continues, the in-ring Monday Night Raw debut of all EO even Page, taking on Jamin Evans, who's looking to soar again. Tope Suicida, wiping new pad on the outside against a very familiar, formidable foe that literally rearranged his jawline. And once again, bringing him back inside the ring, and Ethan Page is swinging a miss, though, and Javon beating Ethan to the punch. Jamin Evans, a former Deadlock Pro Wrestling World Champion. Oh, man. Rolling kick right now, and Ethan Page, of course, disciplined travel veteran of the game, as we talked about, created his own company in Canada, flying with the springboard lariat. Cover over the far leg side, pressing gets a 2 count. Take a look at the replay here, Jeff. Again, freaking flyer miles there, and hang time. Wiping it out.
Yeah.
Ethan Page.
Javon Evans, I love that the gimmick is he's bouncing and he's got that, that's the thing. He flies, he bounces the thing. He just got to remember that it's not all about the flash and the sizzle. Sometimes you need that steak too.
I'm about to say, Ethan Page right now going up to the top rope. Jamin Evans though with the headbutt though. Last time these two met each other in the ring was back at Triple Odd WWE World's College 2025 in Las Vegas for the XT North American Championship. Fatal 4-way. Ethan Page won that night. Iconic.
That was nice.
Up with the power slam, takeover, and a 2 count.
Man.
Yeah, Iconoclast into the literal pop-up power slam.
Power slam. He power slammed him into that mat. Damn near through the whatever the hell logo's in the middle of the ring. I can't see because of the Javon.
It's Slim Jim, Jeff. It's Slim Jim. Yeah, it's the biggest damn logo on the ring.
That's what I get for asking.
It's all right. Ethan Page right now mocking Javon Evans. Of course, Ethan Page, as I said, also a former AAA World Mixed Tag Team alongside Salute the American leader, Chelsea Green, ACW, of course, Clash, and NXT champion, Freelance World Champion, Impact World Tag Team along Justin Alexander in the North, PWG World Tag Team Champion, and of course, A1 Tag Team Champion, Outer Limits Champion. A promotion again that he started. Javon though with the Batmule kick. And now Javon off the apron, moves up, lands on his feet, and pushes himself up in the barricade. And Page sent face first into the ring post. And again, we got 2 announce tables here tonight, so I don't think they're going to last
not for long.
the whole night. Off.
Oh, okay.
Super kick. Oh, no. I had to sing it.
You
Why would it? Wait a minute. Rusev! And Evan trying to fight off the Bulgarian Brute.
Are they? No.
Well, no.
Okay.
Well, let's not forget, Damon Evans hit the OG cutter, the viral moment from that match on Rusev on his only ascent on the ladder for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. In a way, Jamon cost Rusev. Yes. And now Jamon possibly looking again for that OG cut. Oh, man. And a mischief. Look at that Camelot twisted grin.
Got him.
Shoots the half, back press, hit the far leg, and Ethan Page wins.
Yes. Right on. Hell yeah.
And again, this is going to, oh boy. Well, of course, this is only going to get worse with Ron Evans, considering the anger of the McGann Brooke Rusev. And even Page is going to help him. I guarantee you that.
Page is the smartest dude in the room. Get the fuck.
About to say, just leave Rusev. Just leave an angry, yelling Rusev to the ring by himself.
Yeah, you won your first match on Raw, dude. Go enjoy it.
I'm about to say, remember that freaking OG car from the top of the ladder cost Rusev.
Oh,
they're going to tell. And now trapped in the accolade.
Oh, man.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, speaking of the championship, here comes Penta.
No fear.
And Penta might want to be a little bit fearful considering Rusev. And right now, just teeing up against McGann Brute, gets to the hamstring. Penta right now literally trying to take down Rusev. Rusev catches the boot, turns him around, swinging a miss. Now Penta, catch him with a super kick.
Just remember, though, Ethan Page is lurking. He said he wants the Intercontinental title, too. He's lurking out there on the outside.
Yeah, look at the bruising, by the way. Number 2 points.
Oh,
Stun guard across the top rope. Monster kick.
Jeez.
Literally even feeding Penta to the wolves, and that wolf being Rusev.
Okay, Ethan, Rusev does not play well with others.
Yeah, about to say, Rusev, very dangerous.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good Ethan Page. Keep
about to say. Now, Rusev with the stomp in the small of the spine, and the accolade applied to Penta. He may not fear him, but he might pass out to him here in this camel clutch.
God.
Good grief.
Rusev just reminded everybody who he is.
Yeah, we all know what's on Rusev's mind, clearly.
I am here for Rusev as Intercontinental Champion.
And so is clearly Rusev with that sort of face.
I need that. Like I said, he's never going to be the world champion. I think that ship unfortunately sailed when John beat him for the U.S. title at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But Intercontinental Champion Rusev, I'm here for it all day, every day.
Well, how do you feel about this upcoming documentary for a Real American on Netflix?
I'm grateful I'm going to be around family when I watch this Thursday, because I'm probably going to watch it in the hotel room in Vegas. I'm glad I read the report that it was Hulk himself that asked that his ex-wife be in it, because I was concerned about her involvement. So, like I said, it's on Wednesday. Okay,
we're going to watch it Wednesday only on Netflix. And again, Hulk Hogan is here at the RAW After Mania, instrumental in what WrestleMania was and has continued to become. He was part of the very first WrestleMania, as we know.
It's been almost a year since he passed, but it is still surreal that WrestleMania took place in a world that Hulk Hogan does not exist in anymore. But Terry Bollea doesn't exist in. Hulkamania will live forever.
I'm about to say, and so will Trouble, apparently, with the name Liv Morgan, as we get our new WWE Women's Rabbit Championship after this commercial break by streaming services. And again, like I said, Liv Morgan, she has literally defined herself strictly only in WWE. Whether or not you can say she was handed everything with all the best tools possible, it did take her literally 13 years to finally reach the summit that was winning at WrestleMania.
Yes, exactly. I'll be right back. I'm going into the other room to grab a little nourishment.
I don't blame you there. And I think this might be a good time for everybody just to take a little bit of a little break yourselves, a little yaki. So I'm only going to run one advertisement because we're not crazy like TKO. But we will see you shortly after this infomercial for what's ahead on the Super Live Studios watch along schedule. See you after this.
And now for a taste of things to come.
And as always, here at the Simple Album Studios, if that trailer does not encompass what we do enough, allow me to literally summarize it to remind that we encompass here at the Simple Album Studios. We celebrate, engage, pontificate, analyze, criticize, react, and watch along to all of the wrestling. And welcome back here to the Simple Studios watch line coverage here. Damn it. For the Raw After Mania. Again, Noah Foster, Jeff Muther. Hope you're all enjoying the engagement, the interactions, the outlooks, and we look to see what is next for the calendar year. Right now, it seems in WWE focused here. Again, shout out to Charles, Nick Ferrantes, and Safet, Staff Boy Mike, who also was involved in the chat, Daniel, Christopher Lecure, Matt Helms, and of course, our man live on the scenes enjoying the neon lights as it looks like dusk is approaching, it seems. And of course, in Indianapolis as well, we will be back here with SummerSlam, another two-night SummerSlam, Saturday, August 1st and Sunday, August 2nd, the next big pay-per-view of the calendar year of the Big Four. And I will die on that mountain for the WWE calendar year, coming to us from the U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of, who may be retired now, Brock Lesnar. So stay tuned again for SummerSlam coverage Saturday, August 1st and Sunday, August 2nd from Minneapolis. And speaking of Walter Cruz, about to say, love you guys. Figure out the homework, get emotional, figuring all we do together, and the team we have now to play a small part means the world to me. This is really our year. Well, again, Walter, you are a reliable friend and you are research. You are also a reliable ally in why we do this. And again, it takes a team to literally work the machine. And that's how it all begins. And that's how it continues. So again, appreciate you. Have a drink for me, please, Jeff. You fucking need one right now. I mean, I need one. But I was like, he doesn't need one. You need one. Oh, and Jeff, you might want to toast to that. As there's the new women's tag team champions, Paige and Brie Bella with Nikki Bella.
Yes. Cheers to my girls.
And speaking of new champions,
Lord, here we go.
Yeah, about to say, watch this, because here comes the new WWE Women's World Heavyweight Champion, Liv Morgan, who now comes out to her new theme, of course, that you saw at WrestleMania. Trouble with full Judgment Day into the definition of Monday Night Raw's trouble. Liv Morgan, though, who lit it to your point, Jeff, we talked about it earlier, she's only been in WWE. She's only been a WWE superstar her entire wrestling career since 2015. And it took 11 years to get to this moment in point of her life.
I will say, I didn't think I'd like a theme song that primarily used the word trouble again after EC3, and I'm glad to be wrong.
And of course, beating the then champion, Stephanie Valkyrie, it took a team effort for Liv Morgan to send Stephanie into oblivion on Stephanie's first WrestleMania. Taking in the moment and being caught with a cold breaker, and a second oblivion was the end of the run for La Primera. And new,
baby. And Dirty Dom still lives on as the AAA Mega Campeon. All is well in the Judgment Day, it seems.
Yeah, keyword seems. But again, for Monday Night Raw, the jury is out. Now a three-time WWE Women's World Champion as Liv Morgan takes the mic. Oh, boy. Well, let's hear what the new champ has to say. And JD, he better get ready for the match that he has ahead. And Don Mysterio, like he's lucky he's still able to literally see clear after what the demon did to him.
I was going to say, Liv out for a promo, but she's dressed to fight.
Well, she's always ready to cause trouble or be part of trouble.
Yes, she is.
Crowd chant, you deserve it. Mixed reaction to that. But again, this is the melting pot of the WWE Universe, and many, many fans have followed Liv Morgan.
She's a heel, people. Play the game. Damn, right at him.
Presidents of the greatest women's world champion of all time. That's a stretch. The 33rd WWE Women's World Champion, might I add, following the other greats, including but limited to Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Natalya, and of course Bayley, as well as Bianca Belair. And of course, amongst others, as we just talked about, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Thank you to our Judgment Day family. The Judgment Day now made up JD, Roxanne, Raquel, and Dom. No, you wouldn't be where you are without them today. You've admitted that. And that's what Stephanie was proving a point about. And it bit her in the ass. Oh, she's actually figuring a WrestleMania opponent, Stephanie Valkyrie. That's a unique choice. She reminded me of a feeling I haven't felt in a long time after we beat the crap out of each other. Reminded them of who she is. And who she is, the most talented woman in the WWE. That's why it's my division and my show and my championship. Well, two of those things are correct. Guys, probably she was mentioning trouble before. We cut what? Oh! Hello!
What the hell?
The surprises keep coming. So Ruka's around on Monday Night Raw.
Dude, whoever said Sol Ruka and Ethan Page while you're in the chat, they had some insider information.
I mean, so Ruka might be looking to surf new waves here on Monday Night Raw. And it might involve the new Women's World Heavyweight Champion. Let's not forget, So Ruka was part of the final three in the Royal Rumble, eliminated by Liv Morgan for her to win.
I know she hasn't forgotten. I know Liv hasn't forgotten.
An incredible performer, of course, also coming to us from a gymnastics background and becoming a standout of NXT with a win over Bayley at last year's Science main event. So, Zane, I've been watching you. Saying that she's such inspiration to her. They're talking about Royal. That you are the top woman in this division. So saying, honestly, congrats to you, deserve this. And Liv's going to try to get out of the ring, probably. Thank goodness she's not Liv Morgan. You don't need another Liv Morgan in WWE.
It is valid. She's no Liv Morgan. I got to give Liv that. At least Soul's not there yet.
I think you're misreading the whole situation. And then come out and pick a fight. But I'm sure they're not going to back down for you either. Oh.
So why would they
hold that thought. Adam Pearce has apparently graced the stage again. Boy, this man's busy. He's under control. Good luck with that. Accurate. I do want to see a
RAW After
fight.
Mania, Pierce.
Yes. What? Hey, took a car.
Oh, this incompetent boob.
Summer is the Martin
Oh,
starts
Jesus
right
Christ! What the hell?
now. I mean, hell, why not? You judge on that long, prove your value now. So Rook and Liv Morgan next on Monday Night Raw. At this commercial break, fuck streaming services.
Hey, And what did Jessica Carr do to deserve a high-profile refereeing position tonight? She should have disqualified Becky Lynch, and now Becky Lynch is Intercontinental Champion.
Look,
Shame on her for
conspiracy
that.
theory aside, her last name's not Hebner, but she might as well join that family. She's still the most capable female official in the WWE Ref Corps. And that being said, Saruka and Liv Morgan, there are a lot of similarities you can probably draw with the two. Of course, both literally defined in WWE. Both previously are champions right now. Once a champion, once a previous champion. And now Saruka is looking to ride the miracle momentum that she had in NXT to start finding a new surfing territory. And it might start here on Monday Night Raw. Either way, we got Saruka versus Liv Morgan. Next.
I'm here for the match. I love it. Just Jessica Carr's being appointed official after her questionable officiating yesterday.
Questionable officiating, my left foot. She did her best. She's the only ref that knows how to take a freaking bump and not break like a piece of paper.
Did the challenger for the Intercontinental Championship not drag Jessica into the line of fire toward the end of that match?
Yes, she did. And she could have disqualified her, but she didn't, because it's almost one of those fans where it's like, oh, okay, maybe it's instinct. Again, referee's discretion. The bottom line, she wasn't bumped heavily enough to the point that, okay, I'm going to disqualify you, AJ Lee. You also bumped into me. Bottom line, miscommunication aside, Becky, the manipulative freaking player that she is, she cooked, synced, lied her way back to the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. And hopefully AJ Lee's okay. But it's not about those two right now. It's about Liv Morgan and Saruka, which, with all intents and purposes, is far more important, considering Saruka might be facing her last match in NXT.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with Saruka. How silly is her? How silly of her? How silly is she going into what could be not only her last NXT match, but getting her ass handed to her tomorrow? And she's going to come out here and be all, I'm just going to get in the champ's face and make an impact. Yeah. And then Liv's going to make an impact on your face. And then Zarya's going to impact on the rest of you tomorrow. But okay. Raw After Mania. Fuck it. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm about to say, opportunities are fleeting. And if you're going to make a first impression, the best day to make an impression is the Raw After Mania. I don't blame Saruka in the slightest.
All right. As long as you're comfortable with the fact that Saruka has potentially called her own demise, and you got to do the commentary for it. You do you, brother.
Well, to be fair, she's the fearless woman that literally confronted the Judgment Day entirely. So at this point, she's a victim of her own freaking bureaucracy to stand on her own because, again, Liv Morgan has the entire Judgment Day backing her up. And this is Monday Night Raw, and this is Liv Morgan's show, and she can't do anything on her own. All she does is cause trouble. And I'm expecting a lot more here shortly.
Sorry.
No, you're good. By the way, you're good. A shout out to John Cena, by the way, sporting the suit. And again, congratulations to the EST, about to become a mommy. Let's look at more highlights here at WrestleMania. Yeah, right. Oh, man. Sunday was a hell of a ride. Saturday, questionable at times, but still an incredibly crazy two-night extravaganza at the apex of this crazy world. As we return back to action here, Bellrays were underway. Nice major escape by Saruka. Immediately facing Liv Morgan for the first time in singles action. Carmel escaped over with the first kick, former NXT North American champion. And arguably with the best finisher in WWE, only one person has been able to survive it. Big elbow strike to the midsection, rising kick.
Fucking beauty.
Accurate. Again, though, Rhea Ripley, though, also at ringside, roll up, and then Morgan, the roll up, though, by Saruka. Imagine how that would bruise the champ's ego. And we've seen champions literally fed humble pie before, sometimes for the title. Nice cartwheel, skip out the ticket with Harris, and a drop kick follows. Liv Morgan has been unable to get out of the gates. Again, Saruka was a number 3 in the Women's Royal Rumble, might I add, and she literally last the freaking entire thing. Moonsault. Oh, man. Got the knees, though, up. There's Liv Morgan. And again, Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez also in the Morgan's corner, as I want to point out. And again, if Zoe beats Liv Morgan, screw Backlash. She's the one contender. Oh, again, caught up on the top rope, though, of the attempted springboard. That's the risk, though, when you really have a heavy gymnastics-focused background, though, in your wrestling acumen. And as Jeff pointed out, NXT Revenge tomorrow night, it is last woman standing, as it might be the last time you see Zarya and Saruka share an NXT ring together.
Yeah, well, I'll be home tomorrow, so I'll be watching this at the No DQ review tomorrow. Definitely looking forward to it.
And right now, Liv Morgan looking forward to spoiling Saruka's first Raw impression. And right now, scouting Saruka with a drop kick up and over center of the ring. Got her.
Another drop kick this week.
Yeah, safe. Again, JD McDonough, of course, right now, not out here. Of course, preparing for his match against Finn Balor. Dirty Dom, the jury is out. He might just be backing up his Judgment Day brethren. Maybe figuring the ladies can take care of business on their own. So Ruka, though, still flying back here. Thinking about a way for this. Very nice.
You're welcome.
The weight slog, O'Connor will deny Liv Morgan. Gets the midsection. Like I said, Liv Morgan, who has been involved in WWE, of course, for the last 11 plus years only. So Ruka has only been involved in WWE for only 3 years, coming to us through the Next in Line program. The waist lock, heavy inspirations like Lita, of course, you can see for her attire. Front face lock takeover by Saruka and Liv Morgan, countering though. And again, folks, you will see more of this Backlash at Backlash Tampa will be coming to Simone Studios Saturday, May 9th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our boy Papadino, who I just broke down the predictions with. Walter, if you want to go back and get the results, he will literally be there live. I hope he has a great time that doesn't cause him his kidney. Again, Backlash Tampa, Saturday, May 9th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Available only on the ESPN Unlimited service and never internationally.
And our call here along Simone Studios.
Exactly. The Morgan up the ropes. Saruka falling in kind. Arm drag escape. Cartwheel escape. X Factor by Saruka.
Nice. Very nice. Saruka is definitive proof that the NIL program does work.
Well, for every 10, you find one gem. So, I mean, you got a point there.
That's okay.
Right now, Liv Morgan on the move out of the corner. Moonsault to the floor.
Goodness.
Liv Morgan right now might be in her own trouble. Can Saruka wipe out this championship celebration? Stay tuned to this commercial break. Fuck streaming services.
And, again, no, we're talking about, we're rolling right along here, just promoting Backlash. NXT Revenge Part 2 tomorrow night. New Japan has a show this weekend. Stardom and JCW both have shows this weekend.
Yep.
CMLL and CMLL and MLW on May 1st. GCW on May 1st. Noah on May 2nd. GCW May 2nd. New Japan May 3rd. Progress May 3rd.
Yep.
New Japan and Progress May 4th, along with a certain day in a galaxy far, far away for us Disney dorks. I'll be there. MLW, and then MLW on the 9th, along with Backlash. So, man, the business keeps on rolling, folks, and it's fun to be a part of it.
Again, there is no off season for all the wrestling. And I'm curious when Spark Joshi does their next show, as Kai McKenna has called out WID prospect Erica Demaya for her Spark Joshi Atlanta Championship.
I am just, again, what y'all pulled off this weekend is extraordinary. I cannot wait to see how things go down the line, man. It's going to be awesome to watch.
I'm just going along with it, man. I'm just here for the ride. That's all I got to do. I'm just the guy that just looks at the monitor and calls the shows whatever they want me to call or whatever I can. All right.
There you go.
As long as Becky's not in the match, Jessica will be fair. LOL.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Walters, you stop that. And also, he's thinking about is going to turn eventually. I mean, you got to consider this 3-woman power trip. They can't just accept one woman holding gold all the time or the gold all the time. It's not like Phil influence.
No, that's fair too.
And sorry, I better beat Soul now. So if Soul can be called up, I mean, again, you leave an impression on Monday Night Raw. You see what it leads to out of NXT. Stephanie Valkyrie, she left an impression. Falling to NXT, she lost the NXT Women's Championship, and the rest is history.
Yeah, it's fair.
And the last women's standing match between Raquel Rodriguez and Rhea Ripley. Raquel should call up on Rhea Ripley out of NXT, lest we forget.
Oh, no. I guarantee they haven't. So I was just going through the calendar. It looks like TNA is not running a TNA Plus special or a pay-per-view in May. So WWE and AEW will have their run of things.
Well, unless they announce something at the last minute that's underwhelming, over-glorified TV showcase, because usually May involves either Under Siege or Against All Odds. But we'll find out soon enough. one thing you know for sure that's coming forward, of course, is, of course, the Hulk Hogan Real American documentary, where, again, an immortal symbol for Americano, for professional wrestling, that literally carried through the 80s and the 90s and defined the stage we know as WrestleMania.
It's still very crazy sitting here in April after losing him in July. I'm still a little verklempt, obviously.
It's all right. Running our ride from Las Vegas, T-Mobile Arena, press the crowd on hand. Liv Morgan, the new WWE Women's World Champion, taking on, you hear me right, Sol Ruca.
Yeah. I love me some Sol Ruca. I'm happy she's up on the main roster. I hope the choices she made tonight to come up and challenge, or not challenge, just get Liv Morgan's face, don't come back to bite her between tonight and tomorrow.
Well, either way, if you want to make a first impression on Monday Night Raw, for what your future desire may be, why not go after the champion first and introduce yourself? Nicely by saying that by Sol Ruca and Liv Morgan. Again, and that face right there might be its own meme.
I was going to say, Liv Morgan went through it Saturday night. Now she's going through it again.
I mean, she had 48 hours versus CM Punk. I mean, and Javon Evans, let's be honest here.
Okay, lower third. The Kill Tony special, the comedy special, had Hunter and Stephanie and Jey Uso and Undertaker. I don't watch Tony's stuff a lot, but I have to watch that one. My God.
Yeah, you enjoy that jabroni. Right now, I'm seeing what's going on between Sol Ruca and Liv Morgan. Big forearm shiver exchange here between Sol Ruca and Liv Morgan. Teeing off against the new Women's World Champion. It's the midsection, pointing the elbow in the back of the head. Swinging a miss by Liv. Big uppercut by Sol.
Man.
Irish whip Morgan right now on the ropes. Taken down by Sol Ruca. And again, Sol getting the better of the champion. And of course, we saw her first real impression last year at Side's main event, Rebound German, which he beat barely clean as a whistle. And Roxanne and Raquel might have a sense of urgency here.
Yeah, like what does it do for Sol if she wins everything? What does it do to Liv if she loses? Right?
Miss out drop kick. I mean, again, you live in the moment. Doesn't mean your moment lasts long. And Sol Ruca right now is living at this moment, following through with that knee strike. Man. Going for the cover, hugging the far leg, side pressing, card counts 2.5.
Wow. She hit that knee flush, and Liv still got the not the knees, the drop kick. And Liv still got out of it at 2. Good on her.
Beautiful kip up, by the way, by Sol Ruca following that drop kick. But again, now you see her grabbing her side for a second. Might be taking too many risks here. And again, that might just go back to that inexperience. Crowd chant, this is awesome. Sol Ruca slowly making her way once again up in the corner. Still grabbing the lower side of her right hip. And again, caught by the code breaker.
Damn.
Liv Morgan closing the cover deep. Look at the far leg kick out to.
Again, another code breaker this weekend, but Sol Ruca getting out of a code breaker from the Women's World Champion. That's major.
And right now, Liv Morgan and Sol Ruca, like you said, both these women might be on the verge of new beginnings. But also to your point, Sol Ruca can ill afford an injury ahead of tomorrow on NXT Revenge. And Liv Morgan has so in position, but looking to center into oblivion. Sol Ruca able to escape with the handstand. Oh, catches Liv with a super kick.
Man.
And Liv right now in position for the Soul Snatcher.
He hit it.
And trying to call the cover, but Liv immediately to the outside prevents the pinfall.
Championship instinct, Noah. Get distance, get space.
And by the stage, Sol's now going to give Liv Morgan too much space. On a top Sasuke special.
Oh, God, that could have been so bad, man. Ooh. Whew.
Stop the landing and wipe out Roxanne and Raquel. So is on fire.
She is fired up on the Raw After Mania, man.
What hell of a model to follow. Channeling Will Ospreay with that move. Looking to elevate her stock here on Monday Night Raw before she begins. What up?
Oh, there it is.
So sure first in the ring post. And power bomb on the floor.
Again, Sol took her eyes off of Zarya, and Zarya does not take well to that.
And Zarya does not want to see Sol succeed. That's what that means. That's just pure jealousy and envy. That's all that is.
It is all it is. But you know what? I said it. Sol Ruca had no business coming out here and getting in the Judgment Day's face, especially with no backup.
Jessica Carr unaware of the records on the outside as Zarya makes her way up the entranceway here. And Jessica Carr right now, as Liv is desperately asking for the 10 count.
Now, however you get the win and retain the title. That's the name of the game. You don't have to win, you just got to retain.
Right now up to 6. And again, Raquel and Roxanne are also still laid out. Referees count up to 7. A count of 8. Count of 9. And so able to make it back inside as Liv looks to fall first lane. So into oblivion.
Oh, man.
Here's the half. Sits in that cover with the legs. Liv Morgan wins.
She spiked her on that oblivion.
Well, let's not also forget and underwhelm the fact that Zarya sent her into the wasteland with that damn bomb on the floor. Still a very impressive debut on Monday Night Raw for Soruga, up to the point of chaos.
Crazy.
Another NXT standout leaves a lasting first impression. Again, to your point, Jeff. First one, there was a headstand escape. Unfortunately, not too much. The Soul Snatcher could have been Liv Morgan's undoing of her championship celebration before it even begins. Great awareness to go to the outside of this beautiful Sasuke special, cleared perfectly over the top rope. And then Zarya came out of nowhere, and everything just went to hell once again for Soruka. Blanchett! Good Lord. As So tried to fight finally going back in, all she did was set herself up that time, crown first into oblivion, and Liv Morgan wins.
You know, they talk about the stats that when Javon Evans was competing for the Intercontinental title, and you know how. Oh shit!
You might want to hold that thought, Jeff. Remember when I said Liv Morgan wants to cause trouble? I think Liv Morgan doesn't realize how much trouble she's in. Steady back, sure, it just arrived.
I'm just one angry ex-champion. Well, look at Liv balling right up to her.
Well, again, Stephanie and Liv, I mean, they've defined this rivalry now for the better part of 3 months. And again, Liv Morgan was reminded exactly who she is. No love lost here between the former champion and the current one.
I love that. Raquel and Rox just kind of like standing off to the back there, but Liv got in her face, gave her the stone face, and then just raised the belt and said, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, bitch. I got your belt.
That doesn't matter. Backlash is still waiting for Liv Morgan when it comes to La Primera, especially when it comes to the way that she insulted her family as Monday Night Raw continues. Now, I have a feeling that those two are not done with each other. But again, great for Soruga. I think we'll be seeing her surfing here soon enough, much more on Monday Night Raw. But for now, she needs to remove herself from the Zarya problem, one way or another.
100%. So as they're showing the celebrities at ringside, because it's Vegas, baby, everybody's out to party. Let me just say this: they were talking about Javon Evans' age. You know, the fact that he's younger than the Royal Rumble, or whatever it was.
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you know what Soruka's birth date was?
What?
August 26th, 1999. The day SmackDown premiered proper on UPN.
That's bonkers, right?
Isn't that bonkers?
Bonkers.
It's crazy that the very first episode of what has become one of the preeminent brands in sports entertainment, professional wrestling, Soruka was born on that day. And 24 years ago, this night, the Raw After Mania saw the debut of the man who apparently has hung it up, Brock Lesnar. They're going over a highlight package right now.
And I think this NCAA standout collegiate athlete, this monster, this beast, this freak of genetic nature, led in by Paul Heyman and guided by wise man, advocate, oracle, visionary, Hall of Famer, ECW Booker, of course, beat Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to win his first world championship at SummerSlam. And the rest was history when it came to what was ahead for Brock Lesnar. I remember that 500-pound superplex.
It's crazy to think in that lead up to the match with The Rock, people don't talk about it because they kind of erase the tape from history. Brock Lesnar squeezed the life out of Hulkamania.
Yeah.
And wiped the blood of Hulkamania across his chest as a badge of dishonor. And then when people think he's done because he walks away from WWE and decides he's going to try football, that doesn't work.
Then he
All of
goes
a
to
sudden,
UFC.
the Octagon. Yeah.
I mean, when Brock Lesnar is in any arena, any element, the mood changes and everyone might as well fear for their life. There's no one like him. There's no presence like him. When he came back after John Cena, after freaking WrestleMania 28, and then following through last year's SummerSlam, which was even more of the damnedest freaking thing ever, he once again literally reset the identity of this landscape and the fear within it.
This man took the streak away from us. He battered, broke my friend, 50 yards in front of me. You know what I mean?
I remember those.
He's just another level. He is not a man. He is a beast. He is, for my money as a fan. I am not a UFC fan. I don't watch UFC on the regular, but you put him up against any combat sports athlete in their prime versus him in their prime. I defy anybody to beat Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar, who literally had less than 450 actual matches in his WWE career, former IWGP, former 7-time WWE, former Ohio Wrestling Standout, starting tag team champion with Shelton Benjamin. Literally only world championship defined Brock Lesnar since 2002. And the fact of the matter is, last night, April 19, 2026, WrestleMania 42, he literally made a bid us adieu.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yes, he had that short little moment in OVW with Shelton, the tag team champion. But since that point, he has been nothing less than the top athlete, the top champion wherever he walked. Raw, SmackDown, IWGP, the Inoki Genome Federation, the Ultimate Fighting Championship. And Paul is having to gather himself.
I don't think Paul has gathered himself since last night. I think he's literally just holding it underneath. That being said, the Vapor invades our screens and wastes air time here on Monday Night Raw after this commercial break. Logan Paul, Street Fury in action when we come back after this commercial break on Monday Night Raw. And again, Backlash is May 9th. Stay tuned, folks. Fuck streaming services. Like seriously, though, to your point, Paul Heyman, the instrumental just guideline of Brock Lesnar, who he was, how he acted, how he was presented, how he was represented, how he was interpreted. I can only imagine what Paul Heyman's going through right now. That has to be the closest individual in the business to Paul Heyman. And he just witnessed him wrap it up from start to finish.
Within the context of the storyline, CM Punk will always be Brock Lesnar's quote unquote best friend. Right. And I know that friendship endures in reality. Like, I get that.
Yes.
But Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar were there for each other when neither one of them really had any adult or peer or whatever to turn to in, we'll call it 2007, 2008, 2009, up to the point between Paul Heyman choosing to remove himself from an extremely bad situation for himself and Brock Lesnar returning to WWE. They were apart from the industry, but they were still together. So, yeah, Paul walking out of that curtain, walking out of Gorilla and briefly just having to, pull himself together. I'm not going to deny it's probably part of the show because Paul is a masterclass.
Accurate.
And even if it is, that's a great way to sell what's going on, because even in the moment where he is trying to push the vision of the future of the industry forward, what happened last night is still renting space in the head of a man who does not allow things to rent space in his head. He is the wise man. He is the oracle. He has advocated for so many amazing talents in this industry and beyond. But part of him is still in the middle of that stadium on that stage, wondering what happens next for his friend.
Yeah, and again, Brock Lesnar, like I said, my mom was even talking about, he's been getting up there, 48 years of age, about 25 years in this sport, in this presentation, in this game. John Cena literally called this man once in a genre, not once in a generation, not
No.
once in a sport, not
Nope.
once in an era, once in a genre. The genre that we call professional wrestling goes above and beyond what
No.
we know from old man here, previous old man here. You figure about the roots of professional wrestling going back to the oldest promotion on the planet in Lucha Libre, CMLL, followed by
yeah.
it's crazy to think that, and again, this site right here speaks
God,
volumes.
yeah. For me, Noah, you know, I've had my personal issues with the name Brock Lesnar, and I think I'm entitled. But well, let the wise man do his thing, because only he can.
Business continues, but let's go ahead and see what happens. Meantime, it's the case. Thank you, Brock. Let's see what he has to say, and let's see if he can keep himself composed as he's with the vapor. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. Classic line. Oh, a whole speech prepared. My favorite part. Right, says it's expect the unexpected. Damn.
I tell you.
One of the lips in the rest of their hearts and has the rest of his lives. Almost had spelled in CM Punk. Because yeah, there's a few backstage. Production truck. And the people behind the scenes. And who they are. For the great production all the time. Still have my business now.
Okay, so Punk didn't crash out, but Paul is. Got it.
Okay, so we were going to get a crash at some point tonight. Wow. Damn.
Dude, that is Paul having to get that out before he exploded.
No kidding.
God,
golly.
He purposely pulled the mic away because he had to like scream motherfucker out loud, or he was going to drive himself more crazy. God damn it. He's the best of all time. He's the GOAT. Fuck all y'all that disagree.
Thank you, Brock. Everything now.
I mean, you just call him again because it's Paul Heyman.
He needs to, constant professional. The vapor.
Please don't boo him and make him crazy.
Too late. All right, so for a moment. Press a message from Logan Paul. Oh God! Ugh. Wow!
And here's where we're losing.
and now the crowd goes nuclear. And the
Logan
ratings just
Paul lost in theory with the championship pizza cuts round table.
And the pepperoni round plate.
God, they're fucking ugly.
Yeah, they are.
I try not to pick on the belts anymore, but my God, those belts.
WWE is so generic.
It's not, that's the thing. It's so far from generic. They look like they just tried too hard and they ended up trying too little. The SmackDown tag belts are miles better.
Okay, so they're worse than generic. Okay, we'll go along with that.
Yeah, They're just
If you thought Paul Heyman could be triggered, you haven't seen nothing yet.
no, I know. It's God. There are a lot of green shirts. Like
You know,
okay,
maybe they're all fans. Maybe they're family and friends. You know, it's a whole line summary.
good on them. Good on
Good
them.
on them. I mean, again, green shirt guy. I mean, the plant of the WWE, but dedicated fan. Good for him.
If anybody wants to actually say in the chat room what Logan's saying, I have it on mute because I can't stand his voice.
Don't worry. All I'm hearing is loud, loud, loud boos.
Womp womp womp. I'm also trying Charlie Brown. It'll be more intelligible.
Exactly.
God damn.
I'm actually sick. Blah 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 blah. Hey, can we get the Usos and LA Knight out here to wipe this ass clown off my screen, please?
And, I want Gunther to come out. Like, okay, thanks for Braun Breaker, but now what's my real favor?
Yeah, and maybe he wipes out Austin Fury and Logan Paul if Paul Heyman doesn't deliver.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
I mean, that WrestleMania matters. That was the one. That was the one sentence I did hear from him correctly.
Yeah, that's fair. Dude, Austin Theory's facial expressions just make me want to punch my own television. And that's not a cheap television I got. You know what I mean?
Your television is worth far more than the pressure less than a slow cooker on the lowest setting that Austin Fury has on your screen.
I do have another one of the same size over here that I just haven't plugged in and worked yet. So I'm at the point where I'm ready to fucking do it.
But about to take a moment to realize that. Wait a minute, listen. Man, this appears to come for me by Gunther.
Oh, okay.
Gunther, sir. No, I did. Thank you. I owe you one.
Okay, I was wrong.
I'm going to repay. But the best of the weekend belongs to the man that cut Seth Rollins in half. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to Monday Night Raw, Braun Breaker. The dog is back, the unpredictable badass.
Who let the dog out? Paul Heyman.
Yeah, no kidding.
Run.
Yeah, you just got to run faster than 23 miles per hour.
Yeah. In conversations I had today, the execution of the spears came off rough. But the runs that led up to the spears, again, there you go.
Yeah, I don't think that first one looked rough. I think that first one looked pretty damn painful. The second one, though, the camera trying to just keep up with him freaking drone. Yeah, I think you're right. That was more of a clothesline, but he still cut through him.
I think on the second one, if he'd have connected with Seth flush, he may have legitimately killed Seth.
Well, he's a genetic freak of nature. Good grief.
The first one, again, the way he hit, very little room by the barricade. So that was a production decision that did not line up well.
Right.
However, I love the way they could thread the story of he was moving so damn fast, even the replay camera couldn't keep up with his freaking speedy ass. Bananas, man.
In fact, this time last year, he joined Seth freaking Rollins' vision at the end of Monday Night Raw at the expense of CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Boy, what a difference a year makes.
This kid's already got the presence of Raw After Mania, and people just can't wait to hear what he has to say. I love it for him.
Yeah, not being booed at all. So came to the division right here.
I normally say no already said that, Braun, you're fired, but I don't want to fire Braun Breaker. I love me some Braun Breaker.
I'm actually going to agree with you on that one. How about you? My favorite part was weekend. Once LeBron get this close to beating Gunther, and then everyone everything for him. as they sing Seth Rollins' choir.
Paul's eyes got so big, he's like, dude, Braun's going to kill you all. He's going to kill you all. I'm going to let him.
Seth, I hope you're back there. I hope, who knows? I hope you're watching somewhere. Because we're here out. Every single day from this day forward, I will be coming after you. I'm going to attack you. I'm going to make it like, oh!
Okay.
His name, he appeared. Seth Rollins in the building.
Okay.
And Seth Rollins, oh, man,
God damn it. Stupid heels.
Again, though, it's still 3-on-1. Assaulting the division from behind. Austin Theory somehow getting advantage here. Put a beat down on Seth, and Logan Paul teeing off with that right here. That's a tail.
Logan hit Seth in the gut like he owed him last year's money.
Yeah, no kidding. Again,
Seth
Rollins is only in a 2-on-1 right now, and literally Logan Paul teeing off on him. Austin Theory holds him back. Dude. As if his mid-7 wasn't come out enough for the Spears last night.
Dude, celebrity boxing or not, dude, Logan's punches are just deadly. Row?
Are you kidding me? Montez Ford! Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits!
No full costumes, just out in pants and shoes, and here they are, baby. They want
and they're going out to the Raw Tag Team Champions!
Get them, boys, get them!
Who wants the smoke? How fitting on the day!
I love it.
And they set the vision up and over the outside of the ring. The Street Profits are back.
Well, you know, Montez got to be back on TV. Got to make that money. Got a baby on the way.
Oh!
Holy shit.
Topic on Kilo wiping out Logan Paul and Fury. And Braun Breaker still figuring out what the hell happened to him. Whoa! Paul Heyman took him for his life. And now Montez Ford and Austin Theory taking the fight to the universe as well as Angelo Dawkins and Logan Paul. Things have broken down here on Monday Night Raw.
Dude, I'm here for Backlash being Rollins and the Profits versus the Vapor.
Oh, man, a super kick.
Is Braun's left ear, right ear bleeding? Can we stop guys getting... he's definitely bleeding from somewhere.
Yeah, well, right now, Braun Breaker just got rocked, and Seth Rollins right now mounting the unpredictable badass, teeing off against Braun Breaker and literally kicking his fucking head in. She's a Bryan Danielson. And might be looking to curse out with Braun with the sidestep off the ropes. Smash!
God, hit that one. He hit that one hard. Dude, this animal just saw his own blood. Not good.
Yeah, he's about to go rabid. Nearly cutting Seth in half again.
I don't know where he got cut, but he is not happy about it.
Breaker now removing the shirt and exposing the compromised ribs, heavy kinesio tape on the right-hand side of Seth freaking Rollins. The to your point, Braun Breaker is literally busted open.
He's definitely got some kind of laceration or something on the side of his face or side of his head. His bloodstream's going through it right now. Oh, it's on the back of his head. No, that's where it is.
That chair shot must have come high.
Damn, it's so bad.
Oh, no. This is going to be even worse, though, Jeff.
Oh, God.
He's going to end Seth Rollins before he can even get back up to his feet. And before Seth Rollins' revenge against the Vision can begin, picking out Spear! Silver Spear!
Oh, my word. Oh, my God. What a spear that was. Holy shit. Damn.
Seth Rollins on the back end of 4 Braun Breaker spears. And the hell that awaits Seth has only just begun. Sheesh.
Highlight of the night. That.
That accurate. That. I ain't gonna argue. That.
Plus that word. That. Go to commercial. Fuck it. We're good. Mr. Ballard.
They're hyping up that Finn Balor versus JD McDonough. I almost forgot this match was happening tonight.
So did I. I feel bad. That's okay. We got this and we got the Tribal Chief still. We good.
I believe that is all that's it. We're talking about the Judgment Day, but good God, Braun Breaker. Freaking Seth's going to be spewing up his own organs at this point.
Seriously. And God, again, I know that the occasional, moment of need for a weapon is helpful to a story, but what we just saw, I'd love to know where that chair caught Breaker, because the
Yeah.
back of his head looked like he had doused it in ketchup.
It almost seems like maybe like on the way down, maybe it scraped the back of his head. Because we saw shades of when he destroyed the shield, Braun Breaker fell against those ropes and then went to the outside and was being like basically, I think, advised by Paul Heyman or checked on. But either way, yeah, you got effed up.
Yeah, it's such an unnecessary thing at this point. You know what I mean? Just scary. Just trying to see if anybody's talking about it on the tweeter.
Yeah, but I'm sure that they are going to try and dissect it as if they're medical physicians, or Wrestling Comments will give us a great gift angle. As we got another commercial break, fuck streaming services. Wrestling Comments like one of my favorite accounts to follow, too. Extremely wonderful account.
Yes.
All the great snippets and captures and outtakes.
Yes. Let me just briefly. Awesome. Yeah, I meant to like have the boys when they were at the events this weekend talk to her. Shout out to Missy Hyatt.
Oh,
She was at WrestleCon and all the different events this weekend. One of our original guests back in the old No DQ days. So shout out to Missy Hyatt. So glad she's back in the sphere. Trick Williams, the U.S. champion here for Monday Night Raw, sitting ringside doing his thing.
that's random, but I like it.
I like it, and I'm happy
yeah,
for
man.
him too. Him and Lash were doing their thing, dancing around the
Of course they were.
the panel table last night at the post show. So
I'm not surprised.
Hey,
Anyway,
you know
this
what?
is not going to be no laughing matter as we get ready for
No.
Jimmy McDonough versus Finn Balor.
I am so glad Finn Balor Club, the theme is back.
You and me both.
I just don't let him get shuffled back into he'll be here every now and again. We'll get an occasional little mini push. Just keep this man featured. And while we're at it, in the words of Greg Cherry, thank God the Street Profits are back. Never take them off TV again. Yes, please.
I'm about to say, how long have those guys been fracking MIA? It's a damn crime.
And I get it. Montez Ford was obviously busy a few months ago. But if one of the greatest women's champions in recent memory is not going to be out there doing her thing, making the money that way, Tez's going to have to make up for it. So, hell, put some gold on him. Get some TV time on him.
A freaking premium package or something like that. Anyway, Finn Balor, JD McDonough, it is student versus teacher. It's a first ever matchup on the main roster. These two have not met one-on-one since 2019 at NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool. Finn Balor, JD McDonough, one-on-one next on Monday Night Raw. As we go to another commercial break. Fuck streaming services. It's just one of the things also where, again, Jordan and Devlin's been defined by JD McDonough. They were like brothers in this business. Yeah. Literally the Irish Age, formerly involved, of course, NXT UK, Cruiserweight champion. They were in several former Raw Tag Team champions together. It's crazy, though, the fact that things have gone so far to the wayside, but eventually everyone wants to step out of the shadow of, let's call it what it is, pretty much their superior. And JD right now tonight wants to prove to Finn, the brother that you once knew is completely dead. So I guess it's Judgment Day for JD McDonough to see if Finn Balor is truly free from his past.
And let's also not forget, these two guys you said met in NXT UK in 2019. 2019 was the creative black hole that was WWE, except in NXT. So,
NXT!
You're NXT and NXT UK, the saving grace for the WWE fandom back in 2019, because I will forever maintain the creative vacuum that was the main roster was a major enabler, other than the talent pool, of AEW's immediate success. People were tired of having been force-fed Raw and SmackDown on the regular. So they turned to AEW. But NXT and NXT UK,
I like what he did there.
Seriously, one of many things Baron Corbin felt compelled to apologize to me. It's just like, I'm so sorry for your son. Like, so am I, Tom. So am I.
I mean, hey, Bishop Dyer's doing a little bit better now.
Oh yeah, no, dude.
Dijack down to Kovic, so there you go.
Shout out to him for not letting the bullshit kill his wanting to be in the business.
Right?
You know what I mean? Like, that dude's way too talented to just completely go away. Anyway,
we got again, like I
guys
said,
like this,
yeah,
guys like this were the wrestling purists' saving grace 7 years ago. So shout out to these guys. You know, just whatever you want to say about both of these men being booked on the main roster at various points, more so Jordan, if we're being honest.
Accurate.
Just I hope the producers do us fans of Sullivan just go, do your thing, boys. Do your thing.
Yeah, about to say, did they realize now Netflix, you shouldn't have a damn solid timestamp? Considering we know what's still to come tonight, though, I'm worried. But nonetheless, I'll save that John Alvarez Night outlook after the fact. But to your point, it is one of those things that Finn Balor, he has not touched a world championship, of course, since that shoulder injury when he won the damn W Universal Championship in 2016. And, of course, won the NXT Championship back when he rediscovered himself in NXT. Back in 2020 and 2021, the Prince never missed. Finn Balor trying to once again find what that Prince was against somebody that might know him better than anybody. But whether or not Finn has taught JD everything he knows, I think it's going to be the intangible.
Yeah, I am just so grateful that I can still be a fan and enjoy this stuff, because matches like this, segments like we just had, are the reason I keep coming back. No matter how many times I tell myself I'm over this shit, I'm done with this ridiculousness. Nights like this make me go, okay, just calm your tits, Jeff. It's okay. Everything's okay.
Yeah, you gotta find the good in the actual thing that you love versus all the negative Nancy nonsense that you find on a daily basis. If you look at the cesspool, and JD McDonough right now might be stewing in his own cesspool if he doesn't get out of Finn Balor's shower tonight. Again, like I said, folks, Finn Balor has been involved in this game now for 24 years. He has been a mentor to JD McDonough. As you see him sporting that iron flag on that jacket. Brothers and rivals in this business all up and down Europe before making it to the WWE and meeting in NXT UK. JD, though, exposing, though, his midsection, though, the damage done. Oh, man, what a high-angle clothesline. From that ladder match, as we talked about, though, Jeff, definitely coming in here far less than 100%.
Oh, definitely. The fact that that ladder survived his head impact, and it's what amazes me.
And up and over, and JD goes with W Universe. JD McDonough, by the way, been involved, folks, in this game for 20 years. The Irish Ace, former WWE Cruiserweight Champion, overhead shot there by Finn Balor. Outside of Tag Team Championships, the only WWE accolade for JD McDonough, a.k.a. JD McDonough, as you call him, or Jordan Devlin, also known, of course, as Frank David in a bygone life, but that's a whole different conversation.
God, that was a deep cut. I'm here for that shit.
I primarily knew him in his genesis across the pond. I mean, I used to follow Over the Top. I used to watch Scrapper Mania. I remember the rivalry he used to have with the leading General Gunther when they used to go one-on-one. Surprised that never was picked up in NXT UK. Then Balor now driven into the barricade, but different conversation our day. Speaking of this, and Finn takes JD up and over, back inside the ring area. I mean, again, Balor and JD, who have literally shared this journey in the Judgment Day since Finn Balor was part of it. Bell rings were underway. Of course, the late entry added to the Judgment Day, but nonetheless, it was part of Finn Balor's plan for him and JD to rule together, and they did. They were two WWE World Tag Team Champions for a short periods of time, but still, nonetheless, they did it.
They were champions a lot longer than people realize. They just never defended the damn titles on television.
Yeah, believe it or not,
not their fault.
About to say, booking-wise, folks. The first run was 175 days. They only had 3 defenses. Their second run was 112 days, and they only had 2 defenses. And the second defense, of course, they lost it to Dragon Lee and AJ Styles.
Yes. But, again, shout out to these two guys. Both of these guys were involved in just next-level matches. JD McDonough being part of that ladder match craziness, and those guys having to follow Brock Lesnar over Finn. Let's not forget that. They were more compelled to deliver yesterday after that.
But for the kill to her with the coup de grace, and Devlin taking advantage, driving Finn to the outside.
And then Finn, having to unleash that dark side within him after so long to take out Dirty Dom. Both these guys are having a moment today for sure.
Well, we'll see if the aces and eights up its sleeve can join in Devlin, surprise the teaser, find out this commercial break. Fuck streaming services. Yeah, that's absolutely freaking great.
While we're on commercial, Noah, we saw Trick Williams in the crowd.
Yeah.
I have another haha for you.
Okay, what is this? Let's see what we got going on here. I'll move this and go ahead and add this. Let's see what we got.
I didn't create that. I saw that online this morning. I'm like, out of pocket. Holy shit.
Can I just ask what was the point of the giant receipt roll for Trick Williams?
It was one of those, it's like, God, I know brides that didn't have that level of train at their wedding. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is happening right now?
Is it the trick train? Like, what the frick?
And then some absolute menace did this. I was like, I can't. I fucking can't.
That's a long ass medical bill for OTC. If you know, you know, folks.
Well, no, I was saying that's a CVS receipt length train, and if you've ever been to CVS, folks, you know. So
well, there's a reason why there's no Rite Aids in my city, and I have like a couple of CVS's. So now you know, folks.
Rite Aid closed down. So
yeah, they're completely out of business, aren't they?
We lost our, which was weird because we had that one on the corner right here. Where am I at here? I'm trying to think where I'm at in the space. Over there. There we go. Like, where the fuck is my office? Over there. It was a Thrifty before it became a Rite Aid, and they still had Thrifty ice cream after the fact when they became Rite Aid. But now that space is just totally gone. It was so sad. I was like, when a store goes away, because not too long after that, it became a Spirit Halloween. I'm like, oh, there you go.
I mean, when a store goes away, what does it become besides maybe generic dollar store called Dollar Tree or Party City or, something that you could literally find stuff under $5 if it's not stolen overnight.
Yes, very good. And to the comment in the chat, we see you, fearless leader. We shall stand by.
Oh, okay. Hello. I had that covered up because my notes. Will do. Okay. But yeah, that being said, again, the wrap up of WrestleMania week is literally upon us here with the RAW After Mania. I mean, so Ruka, Ethan Page, I'm not surprised. I mean, considering what they've been for this last year, it seems like they were the perfect two to kick off. To literally come up to the roster. And what's the problem? Someone on SmackDown delivers her own fatal influence based on what happened recently on NXT. But again, that still is to be decided.
Yeah, Soul Rookie Ethan Page called up. The Street Profits returning. Probably a good chunk of the back of the head, the blood in the back of the head of Braun Breaker now on the mat. God, dude, just calm down, Braun.
Paul Heyman, he went freaking rogue,
crashing out.
That was awesome
on live television, and then getting it back together to do the promo. Like, I love Paul. Paul.
I'm about to say, sounds like me sometimes when you guys drum me up the walls. We can return back here with Finn Balor.
I am offended by that.
Not you, the other idiots.
I'm offended by that truthful statement.
Well, at least you accept it. And right now, we'll see who accepts defeat here as Data McDonough and Finn Balor. Oh! Reverse DDT and Finn Balor bleeding from the mouth, it looks like. Trying to create some separation. Yeah, some of them must have happened during the commercial break. Oh, my word. I have a busted tooth. And to the point, though, you said earlier, Jeff, about both these men, the latest matches they faced last night. JD McDonough getting the worst blunt of punishment. The Demon protecting most of Finn Balor, but Finn Balor right now, the first one shedding color here. And a dome. Oh, man, a stomp.
Oh, God. I thought you were going for the double. Oh,
this was a single one. Maybe he was trying to show a little bit of mercy. At the end of the day, again, Finn Balor, there's got to be a deep part of him knowing that he's literally finding someone that was a brother in this business. They sling blade by Finn. And there probably is a tiny bit of empathy.
He pulled him into that. That was mean.
Got targeted, looking for the shotgun drop kick. JD McDonough Scott, a jackknife floater. Here's the cover. Hook both legs. Gets a 2 count.
And you're talking about, Noah, even if they do, even if the promo with Reigns goes long, he's still got 45 as of now to have a 3-hour show. So these guys can still go a full tilt few minutes here.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if Monday Night Raw is going to respect that. And I also wonder how many people are going to respect the Hulk Hogan Real American documentary premiering Wednesday, only on Netflix here, being promoted here in the bottom right-hand corner.
I hope more people respect it than...
Finn got his boots up. There was no respect there. Shotgun drop kick off the attempted moonsault with the boots up in the face. And JD, he might be down in the drop zone. And this might literally be the final chapter. As Finn looks for the coup de grace. And the cover of the falling back puts in Finn with the win.
Wow. It's not a rout, but damn near.
Doesn't get more definitive than that, Jeff.
No.
Oh, no. I should know that Donovan Mysterio wouldn't be done with Finn Balor. A freaking sore loser, freaking crybaby, freaking scaredy cat, as we saw on Sunday. Freaking guy that got called out by Finn Balor when he executed from the Judgment Day. And about to say, he got beat. Oh, man, I want it hilarious.
That's what you get for posing there, Dom.
Yeah, good thing. Shotgun Dragon should have just stayed in the back, Ken, and lick your wounds and move on with your life. Now you're going to pay for it. Now Finn Balor going out to the top room, and Donovan Mysterio in the drop zone. Dom runs away.
Nope. Dom may have been stupid enough to run out there and try to get in Finn's face, but he's not that stupid.
But if he's smart, he'll leave Finn Balor alone. They'll go their separate ways. Face it, kid. You got beat, got put in your place.
I don't know.
Let's go backstage with, think about the ring general.
There we go.
I know he's feeling great. I feel fantastic. I proved every word I said right about stuff at WrestleMania. Yeah, that's true. Was it inside? Let's make it clear. There is no me and Paul Heyman. I think I'm between us. It's only me. A very big favor.
Ooh.
See the World Championship background my way soon. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let him talk to you. Dear what title thing. There's a guy that's been overdue for it. Congratulations. I was very proud of yourself. You did it. But I know. And you know. And I know. And you know. You know the one with the eyes for that title. Advantage. Ooh. Duh. Put in asterisk.
Ooh.
No lies detected, Jeff. What he's saying. LA Knight. Yeah. Well, clearly Gunther and LA Knight have world championship ambitions. I'm about to say, I'm not going to argue with LA Knight in what he said, Jeff. He's not wrong.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to unpack there. We've got multiple people calling out that and the return of Becky Lynch next week.
Yeah, Becky Lynch next week on Monday Night Raw, and you know she's gonna gloat till the cows come home. Also, next week on Monday Night Raw, we got Joe Hendry concert.
What?
Wait, is this really accurate?
Say his name and he appears?
Joe Hendry next week on Monday Night Raw with a concert.
Interesting.
All right. As we go backstage, and this is with the note that I knew
oh
was
no,
coming.
they're gonna part ways. I don't like this.
Yeah, any business here. Are we the champion? That SmackDown needs. Damn right, SmackDown needs a champion.
Yeah, they do.
Good luck. BL forever. Aww.
This is way
I
too
told
much.
you.
This is way too much for Raw After Mania.
Rhea Ripley off to lay up the SmackDown Women's Division as Io, Sky, and Rhea.
Ooh, here's a moment.
Well, let's not forget Crown Jewel does usually indicate at some point champion versus champion.
I just love how Rhea completely said kayfabe and praised got on everybody's case that was ragging on Liv's entrance. because Rhea went best ever. You mean? Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Look, I don't know if it's a call up, Jay, but he did give a concert last week on NXT, and got attacked. I believe, if I remember right.
Yeah,
I
and
believe the OTC has arrived.
I believe you are correct, good sir. As the only thing that matters right now is that we acknowledge the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Oh boy.
Now, is it the head of the table music, or do we get OTC music back?
Well, I guess we'll find out here in a moment, won't we? He's already got a bunch of targets at his back, and at the front of those lists is Oba Femi.
I have walked those halls, man. It's such a cool building. I love that place. I don't care if the Kings fans hate me for it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, there you go. Full-time Roman Reigns. Valid point.
Well, he did say that he's going to be that, but how soon does that begin? And how long will that last? More importantly, how long will we see that title on his shoulder?
Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns. God damn it. The stupid crowd chants. They pop me. I don't care.
I was to say, you know what? It's literally just a following. They're making sure they're giving you every minute of this entrance to the music, to Gorilla.
The champ, baby. Oh, shit.
Oh, boy. The Usos.
Are they wearing Raiders gear?
Probably.
What a bunch of betrayers to the Niners.
And that is his original Tribal Chief music.
All right.
I'm for it.
Oh, he said, come out with me. Interesting. The Bloodline's walking out on Monday Night Raw, bitches.
OG Bloodline family business. We start the reality is back.
Yes.
And Roman Reigns is at the forefront of it.
Okay, I stand corrected, Usos. I love you guys. Those are WrestleMania 42 jersey shirts. My bad.
Okay, that's fair.
God,
does that look like a familiar? Does that look like a familiar sight, Jeff?
I love it. I don't care who hates me for loving it.
The OTC live next on Monday Night Raw.
Roman Reigns got that championship swagger back on his face and in his step. Let's fucking go.
After this commercial break, fuck streaming services. Literally the original state at his peak, the OTC Roman Reigns in full color display with the original Tribal Chief theme.
Head of the table music, the Usos at his side, the championship in his possession.
Yeah, but again, Obafemi, Gunther, LA Knight have all put their name out there for this situation.
Hey, you know what? Good on them. For tonight, acknowledge him.
I mean, I'm not going to deny acknowledging him. Like I said, they delivered the best main event since WrestleMania 26 for me, honestly, when it came down to truly who deserved it more one-on-one, naturally on their own ability or desperation needed, let's be honest here, in an insane physical, mental clinic to the point beyond exhaustion as CM Punk's body gave out, not his spirit.
Oh, no, CM Punk's spirit is well alive.
Yeah, it feels like he's more free than ever, which is crazy.
In the face of the WWE champion for daring to come out there and do his thing tonight, which, again, Cody is one of those, mouth bigger than his brain's baby faces. So we'll see how it plays out for him.
Accurate.
And I love Cody. Everybody knows that I love the Rhodes family, but yeah.
I'm about to say that just goes without saying, Jeff. Let's just call it what it is, brother. But again, just to bring people up to speed, we've had Joe Hendry announced for our cousin this week on Monday Night Raw. Becky Lynch, oh boy, she returns next week on Monday Night Raw, the new WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion. We, of course, saw the arrival Raw debuts of Saruka and All Eagle, Ethan Page, as Ethan Page, Rusev, Penta, and JD and Javon Evans are all looking for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Finn Balor emphatically stomped Dana Madonna's midsection. And I think with that, maybe putting the judgment behind him, if Donna Mysterio can quit being such an insecure sore loser, but that's a different conversation. We saw Paul Heyman crash out, and that was fucking beautiful.
Yes,
I love that so much. And Logan Paul put out of the building, so no one gives a shit what he said. But then Braun Breaker came out and says, I'm going to put you through hell every single day. Seth tried to assault him, left his mark. But we also literally saw Seth get obliterated with a spear. As we get back here to Monday Night Raw for our main event segment. And of course, the man himself closing things out, our OTC, our Tribal Chief, our new World Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns, with Jimmy and Jey Uso in the ring with him. Welcome back to reality. 2 years later.
Crazy, man.
No kidding.
2 years it took us to get back to the place of Roman walking into the next night after WrestleMania as the champion again.
And of course, Jeff, he's going to, of course, command his town to do one thing. Acknowledge me.
Hey, with the people I'm riding with this weekend into Vegas, I will throw the ones up in the sky on the way down the strip.
Gonna keep it simple tonight. Gonna talk about title, this business moving forward. Talk about the future. Okay, it seems like a simple agenda. Memory of my cousins. Discuss some family business first. That's usually a stressful situation, I think.
Jimmy's like, what the fuck now? Damn it. Oh, okay. Whew.
I missed this.
Yeet.
Miss y'all full trust. Missing having y'all full love and admiration.
Oh.
I miss doing business with you guys. Jeff? Right now? This is us. Separated and scattered. We're weak like this. I mean, there's no limits. Some recognized Ryan's mouth to you. It's crazy to me. Main event Jey Uso. I've been trying to hype up Jey again. Last year he was the main event. He was the winner. Yeet.
Bringing up that podcast thing. That's crazy.
We're getting really personal here, Jeff. Change the whole environment. You got watch rappers run their mouths.
Right?
Well, anyone can run their mouth. Doesn't mean they can back what they say. This ain't us. This is us.
Yes.
Iron Fist. This is the power. We all come together. Nobody can touch. I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
It's the concept. With this, we end this business for 4 years straight. Accurate. Reality, Jeff. Reality.
I know. I agree with him, but
I'm not here to serve me. I'm not asking you to be my blood and stand with me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Slightly different outlook.
Yeah.
See what Jim has to say about that. He was the most obedient on the bloodline.
I'm so scared right now.
I mean, you had to consider this was going to be a possibility with Roman Reigns back with his championship. I'm just saying.
No, I'm fine with it, but
when I say this, UDC is supposed to be our tribal chief.
okay.
Is that Blind City?
They're the twos,
They're the twos, and we the ones. Mic drop.
Oh God! Oh no! Okay. Yep, online. We good.
What the hell? Wait a minute. What? Oh my word! Jeff, there's the ones, there's the twos, and then it's fucking Jacob Fatu.
If Jacob Fatu aligns with his brother, his cousins, ain't no stopping these guys.
Who's the name will challenge them? He's the one that won that damn unsanctioned match.
And
That's
at the end of the
Samoan
day,
Whip on Monday Night Raw.
Jacob Fatu was always outspoken about
You think?
Roman not bringing him into the bloodline.
Either way, the family's back on top, and there might be a little bit of an internal family feud brewing. Oh boy!
I'm gonna check something real quick here. Just
good luck with that.
well, I'm trying to remember the heritage here, so bear with me.
Okay.
Okay, that doesn't help me either.
Jacob Fatu on Monday Night Raw. What the hell?
All right, so for clarity purposes, Jacob Fatu's father is the man we know as the Tonga Kid or Tama.
Right.
Okay. Of the two, who was the more successful, Tama or Rikishi? Of this guys, who's the more successful, the Bloodline or Jacob? Here we go.
I think, yeah. Question answered. Then when we come out here, oh boy. What's this? To acknowledge me. Damn. Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I mean, I'm for this match, so I'm not going to lie. I'll call this shit. I guess because you want this.
Roman, watch your back.
I don't want that title.
Be very careful, Roman.
I need that title. Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
Jacob Fatu wants Roman Reigns World Championship.
Way too many damn people lining up for this man.
And being clear, I'm not out here to be a tribal chief. But I need everything that the tribal chief has. I need the shoe deal, the private jets. I need that Rolex. I need more vehicles, bigger house to put my children in school. And I'll do anything for my family. Even if I'm going to go through you. So that backlash. I'm upgrading. Backlash. I upgrade my household. Because you're going to know that Jacob Fatu is all gas, no brakes. Yeah, know what I mean? Fatu. Jacob Fatu just challenged Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship at Backlash.
Jimmy and Jay are... Oh, God, please don't let this happen.
Just so you gotta fight your family. I'm just saying.
No. The match I'm fine with.
I want all those things for you too. Maybe you can beat me, Jacob. Maybe you can. But the question is, if you can beat me, can you handle the burn of this title? He's former heavyweight champion. Get outside. If you can't beat me, can you handle the burden of having to acknowledge me?
Oh.
Understand this, Jacob. It's thin air up here. Footing is not much on top of the mountain. Or you the rest of the week, just think about it. I'm not going to tell you yes, I'm not going to tell you no. But I'm not sure you're ready. So I'll see you next week on Monday Night Raw. Little cousin. Damn! Well, clearly the bloodline is back on top of the line when it comes to the World Heavyweight Championship, and everybody in the family wants a piece of the tribal chief.
No, look at Roman. He is not the ultra cocky tribal chief walking up this ramp.
No, he's
he
not.
Is shook.
Well, at the end of the day, the first one to confront of all people is his family, his little cousin. Two and Roman Reigns at Backlash.
People call Solo the wild card, the extreme, whatever you want to call it. Jacob is the loose cannon of this bloodline.
And no shit.
This is, my God.
Well, as Monday Night Raw concludes, thank you all for tuning in to the Raw After Mania. Before we conclude the festivities, I believe that JJ want to come in here.
After.
Oh, afterwards? Oh, okay, never mind. Then I guess that's really it. So, yeah, I'm going to keep it nice, short, sweet, and simple. So, again, thank you all for tuning in to our coverage of Monday Night Raw. So now we know, y'all know what I mean, that Jacob Fatu might be the first to challenge the tribal chief. Whether you acknowledge that or not, we acknowledge all of you for tuning into our coverage of the Raw After Mania. It certainly was a little bit of a wild, predictable, unhinged one with a crash out and possibly to come a family fallout. For Jeff Muther, I'm the Seminole Foster saying thank you all so much for tuning in once again to Cinema Studios. Until next time, we're on your YouTube feed or on your X, on your device, on any sort of side screen. Make a pause and pass in life. Have a good night, and thank you for tuning into our coverage of Raw After Mania. Have a good night, folks.
And thank you to everyone who watched us all weekend and pumped this man up and the entire family of channels that we have at the Rival Studios up. I am sitting back just proud papa. I love you all. I love you. And this guy will see you as we continue along with our crazy week. And I'll see you tomorrow.
Simple as that. Have a good night, folks. Thank you so much for everything for this past fulfilling WrestleMania wrestling-filled week. Take care.